He's talking about currently, right now.
How can anybody argue that if you are top 3 as an MVP candidate, you must be top 5 in your own position? So I can't blame you for mourning the death of a once.
It's a pity we have lost a once a decent caller.
I mean, I know something is serious around.
Yeah, he has lost the plot.
And when we tell him that, then he
malice the program.
malice the program.
Yeah.
And go somewhere where, listen, the person that he went to
was killing him.
And when you see that person
destroying
you with basic logic,
you know it's really
then
bad.
you know your position gone. Because that man is not the most rational man. By the way, since let me make a friendly little job, because he has kind of toned down his rhetoric against me in recent times. So I'm going to pay him the favor. I'm giving you the analogy again, people, of a vegetarian restaurant. Let's say the sports tech is a vegetarian restaurant. The guy decides that he is going to have a better vegetarian restaurant than me. Him tell everybody when him open film restaurant that the owner of that, because he made it a personal attack against me in order to get people to come down a film restaurant. After a while, his public no longer was buying into the bad things he was saying about me, because a lot of his callers realized, but while you said this about a Monday and a Monday and a Monday, you are a horrible human being. Somebody think them how you stay, the man in a stay. The man they would never see you nowhere with a woman, for example, and announce it to the public saying buck you with girl in public. You know what the guy has now been forced to do? Start sell oxtail and pork and tripe and bean. In other words, he's made it into a variety show.
Mm-hmm.
And now saying he's scoring points.
I didn't hear the closing. Did he say his show is unpredictable?
Yes.
No, it's not. It's predictable.
It's predictable that you will say anything to get caught.
Yeah, you're going to talk about Trump. You're going to talk about Black Lives Matter. You're going to talk about abortion and artists and DJ. You're very predictable.
He realizes he no longer can compete as a sports discussion program.
Yeah, so it's all inclusive.
The guy decides his method before now was to attack the dreadnought.
Yeah.
But that now get the more traction.
Well, I can't tell you, he's saying that it's a brilliant thing that he can do that. But I'm telling you, Mr. Tracy, a lot of your big listeners
are saying, what is
they don't like it.
No.
They turn on the radio to hear sports.
No. He's pretending as if he does it by choice. Yes, when Bailey was there, that never used to happen.
Never used to happen.
Bailey used to accompany with sports topic after sports topic. When Jerome was there, same thing.
When even Meredith was there.
A
lot of United was discussing.
Now he doesn't have that wherewithal to discuss sports at that level there. So now he's forced to start about abortion and girl and Black Life and then says he's scoring points on me.
No, he's not.
Brother, you can't do that.
No, because I personally, I'm not telling you, but I turn on the radio to listen to sports.
Exactly.
You cannot. I hardly ever text me about the after picks.
You know what is also proving to be. I wouldn't say the nails in his coffin because he does have his following. You see that statement that Bella made that the bright people don't really follow you. Then come on a sports desk. I think it is hurting you. For real. So, brethren, when you have to sell oxtail and pork and tripe and bean to survive, while me still have a vegetarian restaurant, a sports we discuss around us. You're not competing. You have been forced to become a free for all to stay alive. Anyway.
Yeah. We have any, Miss Marianne?
615-2841. We have two. Let's take the first one. It's the sports desk, people. The sports desk Omega Radio. Let's take the first one. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, Arvil and Zidane. Am I on?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Arvil, we speak very regularly on WhatsApp.
Yes.
And I promised you that I would call today. You know?
Right.
Just to clear up some...
Oh, this is R&R?
Yeah, man.
Oh, should we give your name or should we just leave it this one? What name do you
go
by?
Man, leave it at R&R. Leave it at R&R.
R&R is calling from abroad. So, big up R&R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, big up.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to lean in on this batting average versus runs per innings. as I call it, Chatou's average. So I've renamed it Chatou's average versus batting average.
Yes.
You know? And I want to lend some balance to the argument. So when I do the analysis, it shows that both of the indices have flaws, inherent flaws in them, you know.
Yes.
But batting average is the lesser of the two evils.
Right.
You understand? Batting average is the superior index by which to judge how good a batsman is.
Yes.
So let's look at some of the pros and cons of Chatou's average, as I call it. So one of the pros, and I'm giving him props for coming up and sticking to his guns, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some pros and there are some cons. So one of the pros is that it doesn't distort figures due to not outs, yeah? Because as you know, not outs can distort your figures.
Right.
And allow you to look better than you actually are.
Right.
Another pro is that it helps to identify true consistency. So it tells you how good a batsman is over a prolonged period. It also is good when you're comparing openers who rarely get not outs. Yeah?
Yes.
Most openers don't go on to bat throughout the innings. And it's good for comparing when a batsman innings versus, so when you want to compare a batsman innings versus innings or series versus series, same batsman innings versus innings or series versus innings, it's very good when you're doing that. But here are the cons. The ICC doesn't use it. So that is the biggest red flag. Yeah?
Yeah.
The next one, no other credible cricket data center, Cricket for all the others. None of them use it.
I've been saying that a long time. None of them that use this runs per innings rubbish.
Right. It undervalues players who are excellent at finishing games or holding up games. So people like Shanda Paul and Steve Smith undervalue their contribution.
Yes.
The next one, it penalizes not outs. And this is a fatal flaw with it now. It treats all innings as equal. And as we know, all innings are not equal. So what do I mean by that? If you take Lara's 277 and Steve Smith, one not out from one ball. That was one of his innings, you know. One not out from one ball. He also had a 2 not out from 4 balls, 4 not out from 1 ball, 5 not out from 4 balls, 23 not out from 9 balls, 11 not out from 22 balls. It treats all those innings on par with Lara's 277, you know.
Yeah, because that will not be seen as a completed innings.
You're right.
When you're dividing, you divide even if a 1 ball you face. Yeah, yeah.
Right. So that's the fatal flaw with his index. It treats all innings as equal, and it no matter how small the innings is. So I could come in with 4 runs to go on 4 runs to win. I face 1 ball, he goes for a 4-leg by, and he treats that as a complete innings.
Yes.
Doesn't make sense. So when you do the comparison, there is no doubt that the batting average, as the ICC has it, is the superior average. But just to give some real insight into the two. So batting average is, I would call it a combination of survival, yeah?
Yes.
And then Chatou's average, I would call it a balance of consistency and output. What's the difference between productivity and output? Productivity has to do with your efficiency, linked to how good you are at each batting opportunity you get. So you're not going to get, especially middle and lower middle order, but will not get a complete innings. The innings will carry to probably another game because
right.
Whereas output, the sheer volume of runs you score. So Chatou's average is good looking at consistency per output. So, long and short, you use batting average the traditional way. ICC uses it. If you want to know how hard a batsman is to be dismissed, if you want to make historical comparisons, so if you want to compare Bradman versus Lara, two different eras, cricket was played differently, and find cricket was played until the game ended, no matter how long it took. You know? But then they reduced it to 5 days. So if you're using Chatou's method, it would distort the figure between the two eras. And if you want to know how technically resilient a batsman is, then you use batting average. And Chatou's average, as I see it, has one real use if you want to know a batsman's output each time he goes at bat. But by far, in my assessment, the superior index is the ICC's batting average.
And ESPN and any other cricket,
any other credible cricket,
none of them use runs per innings, and it has to be a reach.
None of them.
R&R.
All right, so I want...
You want 1 more minute? Because this is the first time you
have never look a question for R&R.
Yeah, man.
Hold the line, R&R, because we have one question for you.
All right, so this is what we call the bright show. It's to these figures. Fair enough to us agree that they both have here. If we talk about a Boston and Black history, a sports we come here to talk about, because we continue to get callers like this. We're coming back after.
Is your peace of mind protected? When it comes to your home, business, or vehicles, you deserve the best. Choose Hawkeye. From our superior scalable wireless alarm systems to our team of reliable, competent installers, we've got you covered. We offer a full range of security solutions, including vehicle and fleet management, professional guard services, CCTV, advanced alarm systems, gates and intercom solutions, and even electrified fencing. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Hawkeye today at 926-HAWK. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Need property sales data for Jamaica? Use the National Land Agency's Jamaica Property Sales Data JAMPROP application to assist you with information regarding the transfer of registered titles, registered mortgages, as well as sale prices of properties. To register for JAMPROP, all you need is internet access. For more information, contact the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 or visit nla.gov.jm. The National Land Agency, one goal to serve you better.
So I use this opportunity today, speaking to the private sector of Jamaica and our friends internationally, that the hurricane possibly sending us a message came ashore at New Hope. We must not waste the crisis that the hurricane would have created. It is an opportunity to reconstruct and rebuild all of those parishes who were, before the hurricane, in need of major investment. Now we have the opportunity to actually do the investment with the financing.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
Need to ship across the globe? From Fort Lauderdale to the Caribbean, Canada, or anywhere in the world, Cheney Bro Worldwide Moving has you covered. Fully licensed, insured, and trusted for residential, commercial, and international moves, we make shipping stress-free. Enjoy tailor-made solutions for every shipment, fragile or bulky, and stay in control with our cutting-edge tracking system. Plus, friendly expert support to handle customs, paperwork, and any questions along the way. Ready for a smooth ship and move experience? Call 888-344-8895 now for your free estimate. Cheney Bro Worldwide Moving, connecting you to the world.
CBW Shipping is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio. You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, R&R. We'll give you another minute or two.
R&R.
Question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, isn't it a case where if you want to find the batsman who you think can best help you to save a game, you would want to look at the great batsman with a high average. But if you're looking for a batsman who you think can chase down some runs, wouldn't you want to look at the runs per innings? That's the right thing. You know, they think that one would be better for you to.
Not necessarily, because to chase those runs, you have to be first not out.
I was just gonna say that when Lara made that 150, when Lara made that 150 at not out against Australia, he is a not out in India.
Yeah, man. But if you're chasing no runs, blocking, and being not out, can't help you either.
No, but I'm saying, what about chasing and winning?
That's the mistake people make when they talk about not out.
No, but
not out. You want about blocking.
No, man. But remember that you know you can't make 30 and win. You know. So clearly we are talking about a lot of runs. So I'm saying if you want a batsman, we think we chase down help on some big totals. Which one of them you would look at first? The average.
But remember, Zidane, you have to remember that 30 not out is only 30 not out because the game ended because of conditions or factors beyond the batsman's control.
Yeah, they factor everything.
If there are more runs to be made, he would have made them.
No, factor his ability to score quickly and everything. And then better if you want man. Think about it.
You remember
shift to chase
with Graham.
Yes, once time is in the game. So
you don't know how much time you'd have.
All right. Yeah. Let us say we had 300 to make.
No, man, don't give me that. No, if you give me a specific scenario, I can give you one as well. So we're talking about generally.
But generally, when teams scores to win, they give you enough time for
so you take Shiva Valara if you're chasing down 400.
No, because I think Brian, I'll give me 50 to win.
Oh,
yeah.
So I know, like, but I'm saying the man who shows a greater propensity not to be out. But Brian also shows when he put in mind to it, him I got do well as well.
All right, so let me ask both of you. If you have the choice, you have 400 to win with D&1/2, 6 Brian Lara, 6 Smith. Who are you taking?
Steve Smith?
Yeah. Which one of the 6? So you're going to have 6
D&1/2.
D&1/2.
Steve Smith, no.
400.
Steve Smith.
Against the best bowlers in the history.
Have enough time.
Yeah, why?
Once we have enough time.
D&1/2.
No. Here's where me I go give him
He's gonna score more runs.
No.
Less likely to get out.
Here is where and it's interesting. He said Brian and Steve Smith because one of the marks against Steve Smith, and I'm trying to be fair to the discussion. Remember, no black thing and look Steve Smith has a peculiar quirk against him. Is that he doesn't do as well in fourth innings as he does generally. Nobody does really, you know. Your fourth innings tend to be your lowest.
Yeah, most difficult one.
Yeah.
Steve Smith, his fourth innings total is lower than the average big bat. So maybe Steve Smith is the wrong example.
But then, okay.
But if you give me a next man with a quote unquote normal fourth innings, I don't know what Shiv fourth innings total is, for example. But give me Shiv.
Yeah, I will check out that.
With
but
time.
That's telling, you know, if 14s are most often more difficult and Lara is better than Smith.
Yeah, because a part of the reason for that is that Lara usually have to dig in. Steve Smith team usually win. You have 80 for making at the second, in the fourth innings. Steve Smith just go out there and farm the food.
All right.
While Lara have 350 for make and know, so if him not make it done. So I think he concentrates his mind better than Steve Smith.
Right, so context is important.
Yeah, man.
There
context.
All right, we're going to get some others because them are customer phone. So all right, thanks for your call, my boss.
All right, so, yeah, man, I have some more point. I'll call back another time.
Yeah, man, big up.
So in your particular example, give me Brian. All right. But generally, give me the man where I going to make big scores and out. And harder field. How we staying on, Miss B? Back on line. Hello.
Jano.
Yeah,
15-minute call.
That man, they could have get 2 hours. He was that calm.
We a scholar. Man, that make no sense for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Anyway, me get into it, me answer quickly. Brother, up your R&R, up your levels in the call the show, quickly.
Yeah,
First thing I want to have it, I want to simplify some maths for the people who listen to this show. Yesterday, the 30 not out issue came up, and after a while, some different batsmen start going at the parameters. So let me make it simple for you, Zidane. The positive, any batsman in history, the positive effect that 30 not out would have on his average, Zidane, for him to be out and negate that, he would have to make 30 runs beyond his average.
Yes.
You understand that?
Fair man.
So for Donald Bradman, it would have been 130. If it's Viv Richards, it would be 80. You see what I said, Arvin?
Understandable.
For Marlon Samuels, it would be 62, somewhere around this, right?
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question, Arvin.
Yeah.
If Marlon Samuels was to come back to the animal one inning to play, I say, Marlon, you're going to make 30 not out or 60 out. Even though 60 out are going to make your average fall a little bit. Which one of them do you think would have take?
He would have take 60 out.
Okay.
But here's a question I may ask somebody last night. If the cricket gods were to tell you before the start of a game, say you're going to have 3 centurions a play for you, but you can't guarantee but them all are going to get out. Or you will only have 1 centurion in the game, but at the end of the 4th innings, 2 of them will be not out. Which one did I take?
I don't know. It just confused me like R&R. Next point.
All right, next point.
Speaking of not out, right, Zidane? Me, you said something yesterday, so you can't discredit not out, which is true, right, Zidane?
Yes.
But you can also contextualize it and practicalize it, right?
Yes, man. Most definitely.
So me I say now, like with Steve Smith now, Steve Smith has 9 not outs in the second innings of 25 or less.
9 of his not outs, he scored 25 or less?
Or less in the second inning, which tells you the value of being on a winning team, because most of those came in cases where Australia was chasing.
Oh, they were cruising.
No, but no. Here's where I'm going to add a caveat now. Steve Smith's first inning scores in those games were a primary part of the reason that put Australia in the position that he didn't have to do much in the second innings. You understand the point I'm making? Then yes, if Steve Smith first innings average almost about 70, All
right, Garvey.
So his phenomenal first inning scores has helped to put his team in the position where in the second innings he doesn't require a lot.
So let me ask you a question. The 9 not outs I refer to have 25 or less in the second inning, right? You would value those. All right, for example, Steve Smith. If Steve Smith makes
big man, I already tell us 4th innings for 4th innings. Give me Brian.
He makes 70. Hold on, if he had made 70 and been out in the second innings, right? It would have been, his average would have went down more than making 25. No, man, Gabi, you're making a good point. But that is, you're saying you value the 25 not out more than...
No. But hold on, Gabi. Let me balance it. Because they're making a good point. But what they are saying is that he made 25, but he didn't get out. They're not going to use it against him because his team was good. Because they're not they're not showing how much he would make if they needed the 2.
So we actually skate if we win.
No, my retort to that is, if him they make 60 and out in a second innings, you'd have seen less than 25.
I know. But I'm saying that's why I think you have to balance it between the runs per innings and the average. That's me personally. Yeah.
Me too. Definitely. Next thing to Zidane, more address British, right? British said there was a large gulf between Sachin Tendulkar and Brian Lara at one day, right? According to the rating, the all-time rating, man. Brian Lara, I think they're better than Sachin Tendulkar.
No, but batsman.
One argument to say Sachin is
Brian at best. You mean in peak is higher?
Same list where you use it, Brad.
No, but you can't use that conveniently. So why you use peak? Well, me agree. All right, so
even if...
So me give you that.
Even if...
No, but me tell everybody,
you say Sachin is better, you can't just say there's a goal. I wouldn't say there's a goal.
No, me say there's a goal. But I'm saying...
No, the guy said that. British said that.
So here's what we are saying. If you are going to use peak, if you say Brian at him best better than Sachin, then you also have to...
No, I didn't use that. I never said... I never did that, sir.
You not use.
I said that is one indices that could
Well,
be
one
used
indice
to argue
is
the
that
case
Steve
for
Smith.
Lara.
One indice
Just
that
like it's the only indices. Hold on now. Are the only indices you have along with batting average is Steve Smith, you know.
No man, a 3 in the
So we
CR4
leave that
now.
alone, you know.
Me
We
a
leave
bo-
that alone, you know. The next thing about Sashin and Brian now, when me and Mark talk about test cricket, right, Zidane, me I put some numbers here on the board, Zidane. Listen to this, Zidane.
Why are you then come with a me then what?
I have it to listen to, but me know why you waste the time, Mr. Higgins. When
No,
you
we still have just
you
better,
know,
so
you
you have a
start
minute.
waste the time. Hold on now. In 329 test innings, Zidane. Sachin Tendulkar, right, has never made 500 runs in a series. Zidane, he's only passed 150 20 times. In 234 innings, Brian Lara, right, has passed 150 31 times. So Lara at his best, Mr. Higgins. Again, just like with the Steve Smith thing, another thing too. Sachin Tendulkar's average never surpassed 50 until his 29 tests. Something Lara achieved in his 5th test. Sachin Tendulkar has never made 500 in a series. Brian Lara has done it multiple times. Another question more.
We have to leave it. We have just been.
But Harvey, you don't think you're
leave that
going to
question
the edge over Sachin?
Let me not tell him man name Mr. Lara edge over Sachin.
As his best.
And when them go 14 is Mr. Lara over Sachin. No long time I agree with Lara over Sachin, sir.
I will agree with Lara over Sachin in testing.
No, me just ask him, say, why him say Lara 153 is in best innings and that was in Antigua, and yet still yesterday 400 can't be credited because he was on a dead pitch in Antigua. Why you answer that for your one?
We talk again, guys.
153 was in Antigua?
Yeah.
No, it was done at Barbie.
Yeah.
No, man, it's not Antigua. You're crazy.
No, St. John. It's not St. John.
No, 153?
No, brother.
Kensington Oval in Barbados.
Barbados, man.
Okay,
that's why I laughed
right,
at the figures. They remember giving a sure about it.
I thought it was Antigua.
No, man,
we will talk about that tomorrow.
All right,
cool. We take a break.
Yeah. It's not St. John.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
The National Land Agency helps landowners register land through its systematic land registration program. The time by the NLA is 1:30.
Join Lady Marian weekdays for In the Mix, right after the Real Talk Show. It's an inspirational program that connects with your heart, soul, and spirit. In the Mix, Mondays through Fridays after the Real Talk Show. It's Lady Marian with In the Mix on Omega Radio. Stay connected. In the Mix on Omega Radio, where Jesus is the star.
So yeah, though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil.
It's praise, worship, and the prophetic word this Sunday at the Omega Church, 11030 Wilds Road, Coral Springs, Florida. Starting time 11 a.m. Bring your burdens, lay them down, and receive the anointed word under the auspices of Archbishop W.J. Manning and Reverend Elizabeth Manning. This Sunday will not be the same. Brought to you by the Omega Church Broadcasting Network, 101.9 FM, WOIB. Call 954-773-4444 or 954-900-43.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega. Radio Omega. Radio Omega.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited.
Alrighty then, in Sports in a Minute at this time, the injury which prevented Philip Mateta's move to AC Milan last month is not as bad as feared and will not need surgery, says Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner. France striker Mateta was on the verge of joining Milan for £30 million on deadline day, but the deal was called to merge over 2 medical examinations. The 28-year-old has been carrying an injury during the first half of the season, but Glasner says several specialists and doctors have played down the severity of the injury. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so time now for Jesse Blake. Hi, Jesse Blake. How art thou?
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game. From Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion.
All right, Sir Jesse Blake, are you there?
Yes, I am, sir. Good afternoon. How are you all, Bill?
Not too bad. Can ball. So we'll get straight to the matter at hand.
Right.
As the EPL now coming down to its business end. Tomorrow, Aston Villa, you could argue the surprise team of the EPL. You wouldn't go far wrong if you say that. They'll host Brighton and Hove Albion tomorrow. How do you see that game?
All right, no problem. This one should be an interesting one tomorrow in the EPL. This game kicks off at 2:00 in the afternoon Jamaica time. Aston Villa's title hopes are fading quickly after that draw at Bournemouth left them 9 points behind as Arsenal, and now possibly looking over their shoulder at the chasing Packer Villa. They have also lost their last 2 home games, 1-0 Everton and Brentford, and can't afford another defeat here. Meanwhile, Brighton's season in serious danger of unraveling after those Brighton just win, and there's just one win since the start of December, as a matter of fact. The Seagulls had their 13th Premier League meeting. Well, according to the Just Bet final result bet option, Villa at home equal to $1.88. And they come in at $3.66. Draw not far behind at $3.60. Now, of course, the final result bet option, for those who don't know, shows odds on each team to win, one of a plethora of options that we have available for at Just Bet. Now, with JustBetJA.com, SupremeGames.com, the Supreme app, where you pop into one of our over 100 islands. You will have the opportunity to take advantage of it. When it comes to football, though, the correct score betting option for your it works pretty simple. If you think it can either pay off quite decent scoreline that you can dream up for Villa in EPL action, 2:30 in the afternoon Jamaica time. Take advantage of many correct score bets that are available, and those include, if it is, that Villa wins 2-1 at full time, a $500 bet pays $4,250 in winnings. Villa blanking Brighton and Hove Albion by 2-0 pays $4,750 with a $500 bet. Can Villa beat Brighton by 3-1 at full time? A $500 bet pays $7,000 in winnings. Now for Brighton and Hove Albion, a number of correct score bets that you can exploit as well, and those include, if it is, Brighton beating Aston Villa 1-0 at full time, $6,000 on offer with a $500 bet. If it's Brighton 2-0 at full time, $10,500 in winnings with a $500 wager. Can Brighton knock off Villa in a 5-goal thriller by 3-2? $20,500 can be yours with only a $500 bet. And do remember, these are just some of the many correct score bets you can place. And folks, I'm encouraging you to head over to justbetja.com or supremegames.com or log on to the Supreme Ventures Gaming app, where you can get in the game on the boosted odds that we have available for you on this game? Well, usually we put out a number of odds that may, change quite not drastically, but quite minimally at times as the game draws close and even while the game is going on. Well, the boosted odds option allows you to take advantage of even more opportunities and a bigger chance to win bigger money way before the game starts. For example, let's give you an example of what we're talking about. The boosted odds on Aston Villa to score in both halves of this game, initially, Aston Villa to score in both halves was $2.71. The boosted odds are now at $3. If Aston Villa wins at halftime and wins at full time, one have been boosted to $3 as well. Anytime goal scorer in the game, Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa. Initially, Ollie Watkins attracted odds of $3.25. He's now at $3.60. Both teams to score in the first half. The initial odds, $3.75. The boosted odds, $4.20. Well, and of course, you have the correct score betting option that you can take advantage of. We initially had Aston Villa going up 1-0 in the first half. That attracted odds of $3.80 initially. It now attracts odds of $4.20. So many other boosted odds that you can take advantage of, including Aston Villa to win both halves. Yes, initially $4.75. That yes is now worth $5.40. A whole in. For me, I'm going to be taking Aston Villa at home to win this game in a narrow one. 2 goals to 1, $4,250 with a $500 bet. We'll be taking advantage of the boosted odds of Aston Villa FC to win both halves of the game. Well, they will win the second half for me, but I'm going to be taking them to score in both halves. I'm going to take advantage of the boosted odds on that one. Half-time and full-time for Aston Villa to score, initially at $2.71, now at $3, and taking Aston Villa, the favorite team, to win at $1.88.
How much you get Aston Villa to beat Brighton?
2-1.
2-1. I going a goal more than that. So Mr. 3-1.
Okay, Aston Villa by 3 goals to 1.
Yes.
Okay, $7,500 on offer with a $500 bet.
All right, and this one is tomorrow as well, and it features Sunderland against the inconsistent Liverpool. How do you see this one going?
All right, well, don't need to add much to the preview there. You're absolutely right, Orville. An inconsistent Liverpool team smarting off that 2-1 defeat they suffered at the hands of Orville Higgins' Manchester City. Sunderland back home, where they play pretty decently. As a matter of fact, Sunderland are still the only unbeaten team in the Premier League in front of their own fans. Torrid time when Sunderland goes on the road. They are a fortress at home. Can the Liverpool team breach the fortress that is Sunderland? Well, the Reds of Liverpool are favored to do so, according to the Just Bet final result bet option. Liverpool to win tomorrow. Remember, the game starts at around, just want to ensure, 3:15 Jamaica time in the afternoon. Liverpool to win, the favorite team at $1.69. The Black Cats of Sunderland, the underdog, at home, $4.50. The draw, $3.75. Do remember, correct score betting is available, folks. It allows you to maximize on your winning potential for this game. Correct score bet you can place include, if it is Liverpool winning 2-1 at full time, $4,000 on offer there with a $500 bet. Liverpool 3-1, a $500 bet, pays $6,500 in winnings. Liverpool 3-2, $13,000 can be yours with only a $500 wager. Sunderland 1-0 at full time, $6,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Sunderland 2-0, $13,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Can Sunderland win against Liverpool by 3-0? $100 bet. A $500 bet actually pays $40,500. And remember, we also have the boost odds available for this game. Pretty easy, pretty simple. You can bet on a line of corners for football games. For football, a line of corners. The line of corners, 8.5. And for the game, initially attracted odds of $2.30. The boosted odds, $2.42. Liverpool FC to score in both halves of this game. If you think they're going to do that, the initial odds at $2.50. The odds boosted to $2.67. A line of points in terms of goals for Liverpool. The line here, 2.5, 2 goals, and hold on a second. Just want to ensure I get that. Okay, it's over. So the boosted odds is on the over for the line of goals for Liverpool. The line, 2.5, 3 goals and over for Liverpool was $3.10. It's now $3.40. Liverpool FC to win both halves, yes. $4.20, initially $4.70. Just some of the boosted odds that you can get for this game. Well, for me, Liverpool, they're pretty upset, I'm sure, that they allowed Manchester City to escape with that 2-1 full-time victory last Sunday. I'm taking Liverpool to go on the road and really take care of business. Not really emphatically, but taking them to win 3-0. That would pay $7,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Liverpool over the Black Cats of Sunderland, $1.69 straight up.
2-1 Liverpool.
All right. $4,000 in winnings with a $500 bet.
Straight. No going around it.
All right.
And then, for those of us who are hoping that somebody can peg back Arsenal,
yeah.
Well, I don't really see it happening. But Brentford, we are hoping you can provide some miracle this Thursday.
Right.
Arsenal will be playing at Brentford. How much will Arsenal beat them by?
All right, I'll tell you in a moment.
All right.
Let's get right to the final result bet option odds for this game. Most people who know their football at this time would figure that Arsenal is favored to beat Brentford. That is exactly so. Gunners at $1.68. The Bees of Brentford at $4.50 to draw $3.60. Correct score bets you can capitalize on for this game include if it is Arsenal 2-0, $3,750 on offer with a $500 bet. Arsenal blanking Brentford 3-0, $6,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Arsenal 3-1, $7,000 in winnings with a $500 wager. Brentford 1-0, $6,500 on offer with fast work. Brentford 2-1, $7,500 with a $500 bet. Brentford winning by 2-0 pays $30 with a $500 bet at game. Here comes the pro tip with the bet. Just bet. We know people throwing down other money. Let's say you have $10,000 lying around for this game. If it's Brentford winning the first half, going on to win the match, scoring 2 or more goals, with both teams scoring, your $10,000 would multiply to $100,000 in winnings. But if it is that Brentford wins the first half, Arsenal comes back to win the match simply by scoring 3 or more goals. Your $10,000 multiplies to $260,000 in winnings. And something tells me this is a sitter. So here we go. I'm going to be taking $1,000 and betting Brentford to win the first half, 1-0. Arsenal coming back to win the match, 3-goal time. I'm going to take that $1,000. I'm going with the bet builder option. Arsenal coming back to win, scoring 3 or more goals. So Arsenal 3-1 at full time. My $10,000 will multiply to 26 innings. I'm going to be taking Arsenal, as I said, 3-1, because if Arsenal $500 bet pays $7,000 in winnings, $1,000 bet on Arsenal winning 3-1 will give you $18,000. In this, it makes perfect sense with the bet builder option that we have available for you at Just Bet. As I said, that $1,000 with the bet builder option, Arsenal 3-1, with Brentford winning the first half, would give $26,000 in winnings. All right? So it makes sense to go with the bet builder option, even if you don't have the big money to throw down for the game. Taking the Gunners to win at $1.68 as well, straight up.
It's difficult to see Gunners lose, so I'll probably work with that chance of winning over $200,000. So yeah, I'd probably catch something on Brentford winning 1-0. That's the first half. And Arsenal coming back to score 3 in the second half. So that is how I would go as well to capitalize on that special betting option.
Yeah, man, it makes perfect sense. I mean, when you do this, do it this way, you put yourself in line to win a whole lot more money. I mean, 26 against 14 is a nice big ballpark there. So definitely, sir, $26,000 on offer with a $1,000 bet, and you'd win $13,000 in winnings, so a $500 bet, as against $7,000 with the correct score bet alone.
All right, so that is just about it. Do we, take us to the break.
Thank you very much. Just want to say quickly, big thanks to those who took advantage of the 2025 NFL season, American football and college football. Of course, we had the culmination of the NFL season bowl on Sunday night, where it was Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker going on to take the Vince Lombardi Trophy over the New England Patriots, the representative from their England Patriots conference was, and at the end where Seattle's offense helped them to pull away, as everyone for placing bets throughout the entire NFL and college football season with us at Just Bet. Of course, for all of your favorite sports, make it justbetja.com, supremegames.com, the Supreme Ventures gaming app, or pop into one of our over 100 Just Bet locations island-wide. We look forward to having you. Orville, to you, your team, and the listeners, from all of us at Just Bet, please stay safe, enjoy all the games, and of course, we look forward to having yet another edition of the Winner's Edge here on the Sports Desk come Thursday. Take care till then.
All right, my boss, big up yourself, and with that, we take a break, and we have a very special guest dropping in. How are you, sir? We're coming back in just a while.
That was the Just Bet Winner's Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Register your property or update an existing title through the Land Administration and Management Division. The time by the National Land Agency is
2 o'clock.
Join Pastor Everton Johnson from the Church of God Jamaican Assemblies with the Beam of Light radio program this and every Sunday morning at 9:30 to 10 a.m. on this station.
Greetings, Omega family. This week, someone told us they turned on Omega Radio heavy-hearted and prayer met them right where they were. That's why this station exists. Omega Radio is free to listen to, but it's sustained by monthly partners who say, "This is my station." Right now, we're inviting 100 monthly partners to sow $25 or $50 a month to keep prayer, worship, and the word on the air 24/7. You can give via Cash App, $WOIB1019, Zelle, Omega Radio at theomegachurch.com, Givelify, or online at omegaradio.co, or call 954-900-4310. If Omega Radio has touched your life, this is your moment to respond. Together, we keep the gospel on the air. Luke 6:38.
Are you looking for a venue for your next event such as weddings, concerts, seminars, and church spaces that can fit from 25 people to 500 people?
Don't forget Omega Building in Coral Springs have plenty of space. When you think about concert, revival, funeral, think about Omega Building to accommodate you for your next big event. You need recording studio, television studio, photo studio. For further information, 954-773-8377 and tell everybody we have tables, chairs, oh my good Lord, everything. One-stop shop. Think Omega Building for your next venue. Can't wait to get your call. 954-773-8377.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, the Sport Desk.
All right, so as we get back, there's a sponsored interview that we have to do right now. And it's looking at the Sagicor Sigma Corporate Run, which is coming up on, well, we'll hear the date when it's coming up. But we understand that we have online at the moment Mr. Javon Keys, who is Manager of Corporate Communications at Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited. I want to give him his full title. Mr. Javon Keys, how are you, sir?
I'm not bad. How are you doing?
Not too bad at all. So, before anything else, tell us about the Sagicor Sigma Corporate Run and why do you think it's important for the nation?
Well, the Sagicor Sigma Corporate Run has been going for 27 years. This year will be our 28th staging, and we're so happy to, over the years, have contributed more than 878 million Jamaican dollars to varying beneficiaries across the length and breadth of this country. And this year is no different. This year, our 28th staging, we're going to be raising funds to support 5 schools that were severely impacted by Hurricane Melissa in the western parts of Jamaica. And our aim is to raise 150 million Jamaican dollars, of course, with Jamaica's help.
Yeah, and I understand that a lot of it will be focused on Western Jamaica. You said 5 schools, right?
Right.
Which have you decided which schools?
Well, the 5 schools this year are the Saltmarsh Primary and Infant School, Mayfield Primary and Infant School, Hopewell High, Green Pond High, and Little London High School. And those schools were chosen in consultation with the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, particularly their arm, the National Education Trust Net. And out of the hundreds of schools that were adversely impacted, we worked with them, consulted, and those 5 schools were chosen for assistance from the Sigma Run.
Right. I'm from that neck of the woods myself. And I know that, as the saying goes, there would be a lot more dogs than bones. Is it that made you target these 5 as opposed to, I'm sure, the hundreds of others that
Well, as I just said, we worked with the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information, and of course, you're right. I mean, the $150 million would not be enough to do the kind of work that's needed to bring all the schools back to, an optimal place. So in consultation with them, they went through the needs assessment, they went through the needs list, and we were able to choose a number of factors, including the level of damage, what would be able to get those schools in the quickest possible time. So those factors in the quickest possible factors were assessed by the Ministry of Education and Sagicor Property Services.
There's one parish, one in Trelawney, one in deliberated that each parish.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you realize that Sagicor as a company, we to ensure that every parish, in some way, the community that we serve, they get, we serve, a piece of this health and whatever comes to families and communities. So it was very deliberate.
Wonderful. We are hearing about a Sigma Goes Green initiative. What can you tell us about that?
Well, Sagicor Sigma has always considered itself to be a run that's, for a cause. Of course, this year we're running for the West. That's our tagline. But beyond that, we see that we play a very important role in ensuring that we see a resilient Jamaica that continues to, thrive from an end-to-end resilient standpoint. So for us, we found it important to, from ever since, collect plastic bottles, encourage people to dispose of their waste correctly. And last year, we went a little further. So we instituted what's called the Sagicor Goes Green initiative, where we continue the collection of plastic and food waste of Jamaica to be able to feed those to the Jamaica Group JP network further. So yes, Pan Jamaica Group is back on board as well as recycling partners of Jamaica. We also have on board as well as the forestry department, and the work that we're doing, continue to collect the thousands of bottles, continue to encourage Jamaicans to their reusable water bottles. As we also encourage our pooling, except in areas that we're going and support this year's run. So we're continuing the greening efforts now. We're looking forward to how we can encourage to be green as we go green around.
To understand the tree planting,
planting. So we have others to come post Sigma run. So we have started tree planting.
The Sigma run hub. Tell us more and how long will that take?
Now from the R. Daniels building on the outskirts of the Sagicor Sigma Run distribution hub, and we are already seeing where individuals and companies are coming in droves to collect their packages, their bibs, and of course we have on the ground various representatives from our partners and sponsors where they're able to get additional items. So on the ground right now, Catherine Speak is in the R. Danny Williams Auditorium. We also have Western Sports and our friends from Wisinko with the Empower brand, and they are here on the ground in the distribution hub. So Jamaicans who registered for the Sagicor Sigma Run can come on out between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily until Saturday to collect their bibs and packages, and who knows, maybe purchase a Western Sports sneakers. But remember, distribution ends on Saturday. There is no collection of any bibs on the Sunday. So no any bibs on race day, or come on to the Sigma Distribution Hub at the R. Danny Williams building. Once you come on the ground floor and you find the Sigma Secretariat on the ground floor, it's a stairwell that's close to there. It's all the way up those stairs, and you'll be served and assisted by the personnel on the ground.
All right, so we're zooming in a little closer now on the actual race itself. How is that going, and when and how do people for the run?
Well, as I just shared, package collection takes place at the Sagicor Sigma Run Distribution Hub at the R. Danny Williams building.
Right,
but we're doing a lot more here at the R. Danny Williams building, because a reminder to persons that we're still looking for donations if it is that they've not actually been able to sign up for the run because registration is already closed. But we are encouraging people to sign up for our virtual run, which means you are in the world, you can still participate if you are, you can run wherever you are, and that virtual run option is still at SagicorSigmaRun.com. You can also still donate by writing a check at Sagicor Foundation, direct deposit at Sagicor Foundation Jamaica, and the account number is 290-7486, and of course, you can also donate your credit card funds at the www.SagicorSigmaRun.com website. But what else is taking place on the ground here? You can also come on over, purchase some items, athleisure wear, and so on at the Sigma pop-up shop on the ground floor in our secretariat. You can also, as I said, purchase sneakers from our partners on the ground, and other partners will be on the ground as well. And of course, you never know what you might get in your package. So come on, collect. And of course, if you've not yet registered for the virtual run or donate at sigmarun.com.
All right. Can people get those packages on?
As I shared a short while ago, there's no bib collection on race
no bib
day.
collection on race
You
day.
must collect your package up to Saturday. So we started today, and there's no bib collection on race day. So Saturday, the 14th of February, that is Valentine's Day. That's your last day to collect your packages.
Okay. All right. So what if there are people who want to contribute to the cause, which is a very noble cause this year? How do they go about it?
Well, multiple ways. So again, you can go ahead and write a check in the name of, and you can also do a direct deposit to the Southern Jamaica bank account. Again, I'll say the account number 550-290-7486. It's Sagicor Bank. You can donate your credit card points, those points that you accumulate, but you may not be using. Just go ahead to the Sagicor Sigmaron website and donate those points. It can be done from your business or individual credit card. And you can also simply just come on over to the Sagicor Sigmaron Secretariat on the ground floor of the R. Danny Williams building and swipe that card and share those funds. But also, we have partnered with the American Friends of Jamaica, and if you have family and friends in the diaspora, if you know alumnus of the various institutions that we're supporting, you can share with them that they can go to American Friends of Jamaica, their website, and make a donation that's also tax deductible. You can also go to the Food for the Poor website and open up a portal where you can donate funds there. So a myriad of ways for you to support the love as we help to bring 3,000 plus students back to school with support of the Sagicor Sigma corporate run as we seek to raise $150 million.
All right, Sir Javon Keys, Manager Corporate Communications, Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited. Is there anything else that you just want to add before we close?
Well, looking forward to seeing every Jamaican coming, as many Jamaicans as possible coming out on Sunday. We look forward to having you and encourage you to come on and collect your bibs early, come on with your items early. I know people are asking for shirts. Unfortunately, we're out of shirts because there are so many people who've come and to get their Sagicor Sigma Run shirts early this year, but we encourage you to still come on out and ensure that you collect your bibs. And a reminder to you that on race day, you must get there early because we know that with about more than 30,000 people converging in New Kingston, you want to get there to park early enough and make your way to the Emancipation Park for that exciting warm-up activity. And I know the Omega team is going to be, we know the team is going to be on the ground, and we know that you all are going to be sharing, and we thank you so very much for your partnership and sponsorship. So we're encouraging you to, be early. Race starts at 7, which means you must be in New Kingston before 6:30, not by 6:30, because at 6:30 the roads will be closed. So you need to be in New Kingston before 6:30 to ensure you can settle yourself, warm up, and get ready for the race to go off at 7.
All right, Sir Javon, let's leave it there. Thanks for taking the time to partner with us. And we wish the Sagicor run all the best.
Thank you so very much. See you on Sunday.
Yeah. All right, so that was Javon Keys, Manager Corporate Communications, Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited. And of course, all of that is towards the Sagicor Sigma corporate run. They're seeking to raise $50 million to help with some schools affected by Melissa in Eastern Jamaica. All right, so that was a sponsored interview. We're coming back, your calls and the music right after this.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ochiria, St. Andrews. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. in the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going, and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively. Informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your number one sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we'll get the music in before we introduce our guest that has dropped in for a few. Interesting. He's a brave man, let me put it like that. All right, so this one is from Bob Marley, and it's called Forever Loving Jah. All right, so that's Bob Marley says we'll be forever loving.
All righty then. So you're announcing this guest?
He's a very brave man. Get a microphone.
Yes.
G-Star.
What's up?
What on earth is wrong with you? Why would you not see the logic of the thing and stop the rubbish bath? How can anybody be a top 3 candidate in the NBA in terms of nominated to be MVP? but yet not top 5 in his own position. Don't you see that makes no sense, big man?
Boy, I have a brethren in Missouri that I'm sure he's not too happy right now. Mr. Higgins, I'm going to give you a simple example as the one I gave this morning. Drake May is not a top 5 quarterback in the league.
No, man, I don't know enough about
no, but I'm telling you.
No, but you can't tell me anything. Give me a basketball example. When we know a little bit
Donovan,
about basketball.
Donovan Mitchell, last year.
What about Donovan?
He wasn't a top 5 guard in the league, in my opinion.
Is it done?
Last year he was. Donovan Mitchell was clearly a top 5
but
guard last year.
Here's the thing.
Come on, geez.
I didn't even want to discuss that. Here's what I want to discuss.
You have another topic.
No, not another topic. How do we judge who the best player is or who the top 5 players are in terms of what's the criteria that we use? Because I think that is where that's beating a lot of the people.
No,
the criteria.
Forget, I am saying if you are top 3 in the league, in the whole league, you know, in the whole NBA, these 3 people are seen as among the best regular season players.
Regular season? How do we judge players really in the NBA? By what?
No, how you do season by season, brother?
What you do in the playoffs? What you do in the playoffs? So I can have a
Is it
great.
No,
don't discount that.
How do
you can have a great regular season, but that's all you had. You just had a great regular season.
All right, you know in
Donovan Mitchell
outside
season.
Outside Donovan Mitchell was not a top 5 guard.
No, not in my opinion. I can name 5 that are better than Donovan Mitchell.
No, G-Star.
No.
But what? It's just the truth. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so you don't think Donovan Mitchell is a top 10 basketball player right now?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it must be.
No, I don't think so. You can think so, but I'm saying I personally do not think Donovan Mitchell is a top 10 basketball player in the league.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Give me Jalen Brown. Give me Jalen Brown right now over Donovan Mitchell.
Wow, interesting. But let me ask you: is there any other sport where you look at a player who is among the top 3 in terms of how they rate him overall for the season, and he's not among the top 5 in his own position?
I'm glad you asked me
his
that.
own position, you know.
Drake May. He was second. He almost won the MVP.
But I'm hearing some other things.
But he's not a top 5 quarterback.
But I'm hearing some other
Ask
things.
Preacher, please call right now. Preacher, I heard you this morning. Please call right now, Preacher. I'm listening. I'm here.
It's a pity I don't follow the NFL as much, you know. But
no, he's not a top 5.
All right, we're coming back. We're coming back after them. Remember the line 615-2841.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere. Here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Traveling to or from Jamaica? Do you need an airport drop-off or pickup? Need a tour? Or do you need a vehicle for rental? Then Karen's Car Rental is the place. Located at 14C Cargill Avenue, Kingston, Jamaica, or 36 Bustamante Highway, Maypen. We have the most reliable and affordable rentals, SUVs, pickups, buses, and cars. Call 876-574-6210 in Kingston and 876-578-2178 in Maypen. Karen's Car Rental, proud sponsor of Omega Radio. You call and we deliver.
Are you interested in working in media? Well, this may very well be your chance. Omega Radio is seeking persons to fill the positions of receptionist, traffic coordinator, accountant, and sales executives. If you think you have the right attitude and the drive to be a part of this team, then WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356 or email us at omegaradio@theomegachurch.com.
Love is the cornerstone of our existence. We live for its passion, for its pain, and even for the glory. Love is like a Guinness. 1 minute it's sweet, 1 minute it's sour. We're inviting all the singles and couples, married on all, to come and visit Pastor Elizabeth Manning and Bishop John Wayne Manning, hosts of the Real Talk Show that talks so much about love galore. February the 13th at 6:30 p.m. right here at 11030 Wiles Road, Coral Springs, Florida. There's gonna be a gala you don't want to miss out. It's a red and white affair. I'm telling you, if you want to catch somebody this year, you need to come. If you are in a relationship and you're having trouble, I expect you and your lover to come. It's happening right here at Omega Church. Don't miss out on this. Go online at Omega Radio omegachurchonline.co and omegachurchonline.com and register. We also gonna have pay-per-view, but if you don't register, you're gonna be missing out. Give us a call for further information at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Love doesn't just happen by accident. Love comes by purpose. Love on Purpose 2026.
This moment is all that I've been dreaming of. Well, focus.
Cricket, lovely cricket, as we bring you ball by ball commentaries of the T20 World Cup. The Cut and Drive Network, in association with this radio station, are pleased to be a part of the excitement. Join me, Andrew Mason, as I lead a team of top-class commentators right through to the finals on March the 8th. Cricket, lovely cricket, on this radio station. You got a date, so don't be late.
Coverage of the T20 World Cup is sponsored by Ministry of National Security, Hawkeye Security, securing what matters most, and the brand.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, 615-2841. We go back on. All right, let's see who's there. Hello.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Dangerous in 5, y'all good?
Dangerous in 5, yes.
Big up Arville, big up Zidane. Is G-Star up here nice?
Yes.
Oh, go on, big boss.
G-Star, you good?
Yeah, man.
G-Star, we don't know nothing about basketball.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask one simple thing so we can understand and follow the conversation. We surely know say preacher will come on and respond to you. But just this one simple thing.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
When you say a top 5 player in the league, listen to me carefully, G-Sir. Are you talking for this season only? Or are you saying top 5 based on a player's performance over the last 2 to 3 seasons?
No, it wouldn't be this season only. I would say, yeah, about 2 seasons.
Then that not change the argument.
All right, no, that's a very. Hold on.
No, one difference.
Hold on. That's a very.
Don't do me that. Yeah.
Do I chat with? That's an excellent question.
It was.
So based on the last 2-3 seasons, regular season and playoffs, give me the 5 guards that are ahead of Luka Doncic.
Is it done? We did this already?
No. We never.
You want to hear it again?
No, we never knew it was 2-3 seasons.
We never hear that. Look at this season.
Yeah.
So tell us the 5 over the last 2-3 seasons.
Right, we get back to
that
you.
are ahead of Luka Doncic.
All right. Cade, Steph, Ant-Man, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and Jalen Brunson.
So Cade Cunningham over the last 3 seasons is a better guard than Luka Doncic.
No, Cade hasn't played 3 playoffs or 2 playoffs. He's only played 1.
No, but you're a guy though.
Yeah, he is.
So I'm going to since
he played last season's playoffs though, right?
No, since you got 2-3 seasons, a kid never attack. No.
All right,
so you're dead now.
All right,
but go ahead, do it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dangerous in 5. Good question though. It's gonna clear things up.
No. Let me. Good call by R&R. I totally enjoyed a lot of the information that R&R shared and things. Zidane, you ever been in a room with a crowd so like I watch a 100-meter race? Everybody excited in the race. Run. As soon as the race runs, it's a tight race, and a guy pick a guy at the line. Well, not pick a guy just spare the wall off everybody. And a man run the back say, you see, if the race is a little longer, you who come second will win. Does it ever happen to you?
Yeah, but we hear that all the time. Why you say?
All the time. And what we tell the man then say, that's why it's called a 100-meter race.
Yes.
All these men who keep coming up and telling me, you make 5 not out. Dog, I could have 400 and end up on making them. Big man, cricket has a start and an end. That's why it's a sport. That's a part of the limitation. It has a starting point and it has an ending point. And how dare you, because you couldn't get to play, make more runs in the game, come up with a formula that will put on artificial, imaginary runs onto your team just because you were not out. It's a ridiculous thing. Remember, I mentioned it, and it has been proven to be correct, that a man like Bradman in 48, that 30 not out. In his average is seen as more than 120 runs. That's foolishness. Will I disagree? Because you're screeching in the conversation.
No, man, you win the argument. I'm tired of the argument.
Cool. Now, next thing. Everything what Mr. Tingler say, me agree with. Him say, runs per innings better at showing output per batsman. Output, I guess, is runs. It's better at showing what a batsman is likely to score in each innings of the game. It's better at showing who is a better batsman per series. And it's better at showing consistency. And I agree with him that the knock against it is that what? Inside the ICC doesn't use it. I don't know if the ICC comparing batsmen over a career, but inside the ICC doesn't use it. So, I love your thing. All right, cool. So, I don't have a problem with it. Me and you don't have no disagreement because in this conversation, when we are comparing things, comparing batsmen, we're talking what they're likely to score.
All right, let me just tackle you. What they are likely. No, man, because now you've introduced one new element. What a batsman.
I don't mean introduce that. I think they said.
All right, you said that runs per innings tells me what a batsman is likely to score.
It's better.
Is better able to tell what a batsman is likely to score.
He's likely to score per innings.
All right, so let me explain something. Neither runs per innings nor averages tells you what a batsman is likely to score.
But which one is better, Arthur? Which one is better?
None out of the two.
No, Arville.
None out of the two.
No, just hear me now, brethren.
Why when we want to talk, this man don't allow me to talk?
I'm just giving you some advice. Think about what you're about to say.
All right, so let me think about Omega Star.
Yeah, man.
Listen to me now. I listen G-Star. In cricket, if 50 is used as what is considered failing, then most batsmen fail more than they make runs.
Okay.
Brian Lara, for example, has played 232 test innings. He has 48 half centuries and 32 centuries, which means that Brian Lara would have made 50 or more 82 times out of 232 innings. Now, 82 as a percentage of 232 is about 35%, which means that 35% of the time Brian Lara bats, he makes 50 or more, which means that 65% of the time that Lara steps, he does not make 50.
Okay.
So, although his average is 52, he is more likely not to score a half century than to score a half century.
Beautiful.
What's the point?
No, beautiful analysis. Go ahead, Arville. We want to hear the rest.
The point is, he said 50. He said runs per innings tells you what you're most likely
I said it's
to make.
Better.
None of them will tell you what you're most likely to make.
Better. Okay.
But anyway, make a move.
You make your point. My point to that.
Yeah.
So, we know that the batting average can never be lower than the runs per innings. So, for more batsmen, the runs per innings will be lower than the batting average. So, in the case of, let's use Chandra Paul. Chandra Paul is a batting average of around 50, 51, somewhere around there. But his runs per innings is around 42. Now, which one is closer to what, based on your analysis, Orville, which one is closer to what Chandra Paul is likely to score? Yep. Is he likely to score? No, Orville, your analysis.
No, but you pick one man.
Likely to score the 50.
No, you pick one man out of 5,000 man.
Wait, don't give me a chance. I'm not lay the question.
I don't know. Me just know say no batsman are likely to score 50 more than
let me ask the question to Zidane. Zidane, based on Orville's analysis, when you score 50, you're hardly likely to score 50 in a game. Which one is more likely that Chandra Paul will score? Will he score the 50 like
why do you choose Chandra Paul out of everybody else who ever play cricket, my boss?
Did I ask the question?
But ask him that. Why you pick shift?
Just hold off, man. Make you talk, you know. All right, you go and talk some more. Let me hear you.
I'm saying, my boss, there is no score that you're more likely to make above 50 from 99% of the people who play cricket. Batting average or runs per innings don't tell me what you're likely to make, you know. It's not a predictive. It's not a predictive analysis of what you will do, you know. So Brian Lara is not likely to make 52 when him go bat. What is Brian Lara's runs per innings? 50. He's less likely to make 50 than to make scores less than 50. That is the point I tell you. 65% of the time that Lara bats, whether runs per innings or average, he makes less than 50. 65% of the time.
Is this an attempt to talk out the time because you're having a monologue?
Wouldn't that be the case for every batsman?
No, I'm just asking.
But him does pick shift now. So the argument is neither average nor runs per innings tells you what you're likely to make. It is not a predictive
analysis. Are you having a monologue?
No,
it's my time to talk.
It is not a predictive analysis.
I don't believe it. You're repeating yourself.
Hold on, do it. Let
me not say
no. So I am saying, to say that batting average or runs per innings tells what you're likely to do is flawed. Because Brian Lara is not likely to make 52. Because more than 2/3 of the time when he bats, he does not make 50 and more. So that's not the way to look at it. I'll allow you to respond and then we move on.
Okay, thank you. By your analysis, you said the player is more likely to make a lower score than his batting average.
50%.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
No, man, me want you say what me say. Brian Lara, let me say it again, and you will wait again. Lara has 48 half centuries, 32 centuries. So Lara has scored 50 or more 82 times out of the 232 innings he has played. Those 82 innings of 50 or more is 35% of the time he bats, which means 65% of the time he bats, he does not get a 50. So to say that averages are an indication of what you will score is not statistically true. So when you respond exactly to what I said. We'll allow you to give me a response, then we move on. We're coming back.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slide Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
You don't always have access to a radio? No worries. Download the Omega Radio app wherever apps are found and listen to Omega Radio anytime, day or night. Tell everybody.
Need to ship across the globe? From Fort Lauderdale to the Caribbean, Canada, or anywhere in the world, Cheney Bro Worldwide Moving has you covered. Fully licensed, insured, and trusted for residential, commercial, and international moves, we make shipping stress-free. Enjoy tailor-made solutions for every shipment, fragile or bulky, and stay in control with our cutting-edge tracking system. Plus, friendly expert support to handle customs, paperwork, and any questions along the way. Ready for a smooth ship and move experience? Call 888-344-8895 now for your free estimate. Cheney Bro Worldwide Moving, connecting you to the world.
CBW Shipping is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
BMOL Auto offers up to 35% discount on all new and used parts to all taxi operators, garage operators, fleet managers, and wholesalers. Take advantage of these incredible offers at BMOL Kingston, BMOL Santa Cruz, and BMOL Mandeville. Come in and check us or call us at 876-618-2781-3 or WhatsApp us at 876-872-9094. Conditions apply. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
The knee injury which prevented Jean-Philippe Mateta's move to AC Milan last month is not as bad as first feared, and he will not need surgery, according to Crystal Palace manager Olivier Glasner. France striker Mateta was on the verge of joining Milan for £30 million on deadline day, but the deal was called off after a knee issue emerged over the course of 2 medical examinations. The 28-year-old has been carrying the injury during the first half of the season, but Glasner has said several specialists and doctors have played down the severity of the knock. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angelo Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so Dwight, we finish up with it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I've listened to you carefully. You're saying based on Lara's career, he only scores about 50, 35% of the time. He scores below 50, 65% of the time.
Right.
And I am saying that runs per innings is a better metric at telling what Lara is likely to score per innings. Now, based on those numbers that you gave, Orville, and based on our knowledge that Brian Lara has a batting average of around 53, and he has a runs per innings of around 51.5 or something like that, isn't it true that 51.5 is closer to any number below 50 than 53?
Lara is neither likely to make 51 or 50.
Are you going to answer the question?
Here's my
answer. I'm going to ask you the question again.
No, but you don't have to answer. You don't have to ask me again. I'm saying he's not likely to make any of those two.
Somebody didn't hear. Let them hear the question again. Isn't it true that the runs per innings of 51.5 is closer to any number below 50 than the batting average of 53?
I'm not sure I understand the question. I'm saying
all
Lara
right.
is
Everybody,
not...
all right. People listening understand.
Lara
you can
is
think
not
about
likely...
it and answer it another day.
Lara is more likely to make below 50 than above 50. That's
and
just
51.5 is closer to below 50 than 53 is.
So neither 51 or
53 is 3 more than 50.
Neither
51.5 is 1.5 more than 50.
All right, fine.
So 51 must be closer to any number below 50 than 53 is.
All right, I hear.
Take the one later.
No. All I'm saying is that when you
take the one later. We'll come off of the topic now. We'll come off of the topic.
Take the one lick, yeah. Lara, you said that 50 whatever represent what he's likely to do. The one lick is that he's not likely to do that.
Okay, let's move on. Zidane.
Mm-hmm. Quickly.
I want you to get Mr. Statrick to come on the program and let's have a discussion about what was said on the tape. I maintain that apart from the time when he was showing Arvelo to do batting average calculations, 80% of what he said was uncomplimentary and did not support my point.
Did he say? Did he?
No. Let me continue.
No.
I will say that
I will ask.
You didn't. No. I'm gonna answer that.
Why
I'm gonna answer.
Then just answer that now, man. Did he say what you accused him of saying?
The statement where I said in the example that I was using where I spoke about the 10 innings and the 103. Everybody remember that answer. I am continuing to stand by the fact that he incorrectly assumed that I was making reference to Bradman. That is what I said. I stand behind that, and the tape proves that.
I don't understand what I'm saying, really. You said
Zidane, you remember when I mentioned the whole thing about 1,000 runs, 10 innings, and if he scores 30 more, his batting average will go up to 103? You remember when I used that example with Orville?
You're saying he challenged that?
He was saying that I was making reference to Bradman when I was using that argument.
Oh, and you wasn't?
Huh? And I wasn't.
All right.
And the tape confirms that's exactly what he said.
All right.
And he also said 3 other things that I didn't say. He totally mischaracterized what I said.
Right.
But Zidane, you set it up. Let's get him on air.
Oh, you want to have a face-off with Alric?
Yeah, man, let's get him on air.
Oh, no, about a topic?
You need to get him on air.
What's the topic, Shato?
Yeah, what's the topic?
It can't be he said.
What Preacher and Garvey did say again, it's just a reasoning. It's just a reason.
Oh, it's a reasoning.
Yeah, man, it's a reason.
All right, but it can't be he said.
We have to have a central theme as to what the reasoning will be about.
All right, let me think about it and come back to you.
All right. One last question, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Is Sachin Tendulkar in the room with Brian Lara?
Well, guess what happened? It was 3 of 8. You're coming at this conversation, so now it's gone up to 4 of 9.
So the answer is no.
No, Arville, you need to stay out of some of these things.
All right, we leave it there. You leave it.
We can get down.
We leave it. Just say, you have some more research to do. So we leave it there. All right, we leave it there. He still has some research to do.
We go back online.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
TU. Yeah, from Sinti. Yeah, man. Big up for yourself. It look like this is different kind of in a loop. Well, I would have in that studio. Oh, make it understand. Oh, yeah, so like you're hiding from.
Oh, we asked my boss. You leave your number with me?
No. Oh, you want your number?
You know, say one flow credit, man. I want one gear, man.
18. You hear me?
Yeah.
45, 30.
8, 10.
45, 30.
45, 30. So I didn't have
30,
it. I want to get the flow credit, you know. You have WhatsApp?
Yeah, man. Big up. No, man. No. We don't use it.
Okay, all right. I'm going to get somebody to send it to you. All right, cool.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Big up. It look like Saturday and above in the man, but make glad the thing they work out. In play and cool.
Yeah, but he kind of did get it down.
Which one?
The one when I say 51 is closer to.
No. I'm saying none. Listen to my statement. None of them accurately tells what a batsman is like.
But he's saying one is better.
I never
the one which is closer to what he usually does.
Would have to be better.
No, but I never dispute that. You know?
Okay.
Listen to it. We're coming to you. He said that runs per innings tells what you're likely to do. And I said neither runs per innings nor average tells what you're likely to do. Me never tell you so which one is more likely, you know. But none of them not tell what you're likely to do.
But I think he was talking about which one is more
No,
likely.
that's not what he said.
Okay.
He said runs per innings tells what you're likely to do.
I heard that initially. And I think he kind of walked that back a little.
Well, then good. So I say it doesn't. Neither does average.
All right.
Good. Go on back to your TU.
Yeah, all right. I kind of understand, but keep it up, teacher. Because we know in manager, but him
trying. And today, he wasn't.
Yeah.
I still want to know whether Sachin can be in the same room with Lara now, though. I mean, this is now.
Yeah, that is a tricky one.
3 weeks now, man.
Pick up with the direction where they go.
Yeah.
So, we don't want to get Bull get some statement, but because it look like cavalry, so like them know. Then we kind of jump off, you know, because then what are the league?
Who that? Cavalier?
Yeah, Cavalier. The Jamaica Premier League.
Oh, they won yesterday.
Them win must have 4 or 5 love, you know.
5 love.
5?
Yeah.
You could have taken me a random whisper in the
all right. They were out of the top 6. Let me see if yesterday's result jumped them in the top 6. Remember, keep going. But
Yeah,
because them slow today.
Me get to understand they lose some of them key players.
No, that's not an excuse for me, because it's you sell the players,
Yeah.
Yes, so when you sell the players, you have to replace them with suitable people because you get money for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then key coach, really did if he steer this steering wheel at all. But I hope them come out there because I love the challenge in the JPL and would want more players and get a good heart for their money. Because they get to understand they always get the best player all over Jamaica. But I say, yeah, them are going good still, but...
So with the win yesterday, they are back in the top 6. So they are on 29 points in 6th position, 21 games.
Yeah.
So they have a game in hand. They have a game in hand on 3 teams.
Yeah. And Waterhouse is not top 4.
Yeah, Waterhouse is 5th, but they have played 23 games. That's more than everybody else in the top 6.
All right. Could Bulla shipping port? Get you understand the shipping port gone from the texting line in the so like him call.
No man, he calls every now and again. He calls every now and again.
Oh yeah.
But he understands. He really understands sport, so him start call less now.
Yeah. So Muda want Bull give some line up at the whole match like when he previously loved do. Bull. That I
want Bull to hear some what kind of lineup?
Yeah, I want my favorite caller. I shall to if you understand, say, Alric, they try help him out with this thing there, what they, because me Chateau really think Alric they against him point. Even though Alric give him a one shot, but if you understand, say, Alric they try correct, big him up for him with his statement.
All right, sir.
The other day.
What else,
So me call back.
All right.
Yeah. The link up.
Yeah, man. You soon get your floor credit, my boss.
Oh, thanks. G-Star, big up yourself,
Big up my boss.
You know what G-Star?
You know how already, G-Star.
You gotta tell him how.
I think I know. I don't know for sure, but I think I know.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, man. Cool. Thanks for the call, my boss. Big up.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Track and field teams, are you ready? Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. Whether you're a beginner or a record-breaking professional team, Western Sports has to be your first choice for everything track and field. Visit Western Sports in Kingston, Ocho Rios, or Montego Bay. Western Sports, the sports people.
Do you need a copy of your property title? Visit Eland Jamaica to get quick access to land-related information anytime, anywhere in the world. You can also access our free integrated map from the comfort of your home or office without having to visit us. All you need is internet access and your credit card to access Eland Jamaica at nla.gov.jm or call the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 for more information. Eland Jamaica, your guide to Jamaica's land information anywhere, anytime.
We established Plan Secure Jamaica, backed it with a $90 billion budget, investing in our security forces. We are now reaping the results. The next phase of the plan is to move the society to peace.
The preceding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Are you suffering from aches and pains, sinus and congestion, diabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol? Try Nelsia's Natural Herbs for all natural supplements and Irish sea moss. Now offering holistic health screenings for the prostate, pain, neuropathy, circulation, fibroids, lupus, low energy and weight loss. Located at 2780 North University Drive in Sunrise, Florida. Call us at 954-940-8600.
Is your business ready for the future? Upgrade to Wacom Cloud Phone System. Enjoy seamless, crystal clear communication without the hassle of traditional phone lines. Our cloud-based solutions let you connect from anywhere and anytime. Experience the freedom and reliability of the cloud. Visit WorkomJA.com today or call 876-906-7240 and take your business communication to the next level.
You're listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
I can call up Preacher.
Anyway. Why the argument him nice that the studio people?
You say, what you say one, G-Star?
The caller of the year, the man that was down the road this morning.
Challenging you.
The man that called G-Star name. The man that said I was Ping.
Yeah, right.
Preacher, I'm not here for long, you know. You want to talk NFL? You want to talk Drake May? You want to talk top 5 QB, MVP? Call the show.
All right. We'll go back online. Hello.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, my God. Big up yourself, Preacher. Big up yourself.
I will be the referee.
Preacher.
Good afternoon.
Big up yourself, you know. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Hold on, but before that, Preacher, before I do that, I just want to big up some people on YouTube, you know. The Ciablos, the bar with black stars, the McCoy 10, even though she always bramble me all the time, the girl with just a thought. All right? Keep on, even though it's not my show, but you don't know, keep on commenting, yeah? Preacher, what you saying now?
Yes, sir. All right. So I had the privilege of listening to UG start talking to one Mr. Zidane Matthews last year.
Yes.
And you mentioned the fact that you don't think Luka Doncic, right, is a top 5 guard in the league.
Yes.
Right? Even though he is in the top 3 in the MVP vote at the time.
Right.
I do recall Zidane questioning your logic, and then in future show, I heard Mr. Higgins challenge you on the logic as well.
Yes, sir.
And let's hear, for those who aren't listening, let's hear the logic. How can a player be a top 3 in NFL odds, but not be...
NFL. NBA.
Oh, sorry.
Nomination
no,
for
just
MVP.
How can a player be top 3 in odds to win the MVP, but not be top 5 at his position?
Yes.
Wonderful. Yes, sir. So I heard that discussion on LAS radio, and then I heard you this morning trying to make the case. The host of the other show.
I didn't try, I did. I made the case.
Sided with the reasoning of Mr. Higgins.
Initially. Until he understood what was going on.
I heard him say you're talking foolishness.
Because he didn't understand himself. Yeah.
If you think he's buying into your argument, then that's a different story. Now, this is my thing.
Yeah.
To say that a player cannot be top 3, to say that a player can be top 3 in the MVP votings while not being top 5 in his position is asinine.
Mm-hmm.
Asinine.
Okay, so let's stop right there. Let's just use a case, because this is what they do in law, right? Drake May. Is Drake May a top 5 QB? Preacher? Answer that question right now. And do not go around the question.
No, the listeners need to be informed, educated, and entertained.
No, but start with that first.
You're doing a good job of entertaining.
No, start with that first. Start with that first.
Don't badger. No, we've been doing so far. But you asked him the question, but allow him to answer the
question, number boss.
Go ahead.
Listeners, Drake May led the league in passer rating, which is a combination of QB stats to determine how well the QB played overall. He led the league of 30-plus quarterbacks. Drake May finished 4th in the league in terms of touchdowns. His touchdown to interception ratio is like something like 32-8, which is exceptional. Drake May, in all statistical categories that are used to measure the quarterback's performance, is top 5. Therefore, based on that reality, in the concluded season 2025-26, where the New England Patriots went to the Super Bowl and were defeated, Drake May performed as a top 5 quarterback. Now, if you're asking me who are the best quarterbacks in the NFL, I'll tell you that Drake May not be in the top 5 in that analysis,
for several reasons. One, Drake May is a second-year quarterback. The sample size is too small. Two, there are many other quarterbacks who have distinguished themselves consistently over the past few years, like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, among others, who Drake May would have to put in much more body of work.
We get the drift. We get the drift, Preacher. Let's hear.
All right. So, Preacher, ironically, maybe there was no pun intended, you said he may be a top 5. Don't give us may. You watch NFL. You're a big NFL man, right? You must know who the top 5 QBs are.
He may be a top 5. I said Drake May was a top 5 quarterback this season.
No, man. You want to talk about who's the best QBs.
Measurements that are used to gauge quarterback play.
Preacher, let's rewind. Hold on, let's rewind a little bit now. You said when we're talking about who the best QBs are.
I'm saying he's not among the best QBs because, one, the sample size is too small. He's a second-year quarterback. Two,
so he's not top 5 QB.
The body of work that would be demanded as to rival those.
All right, so
the argument is done then, Preacher. That is my point. He's not top 5.
You're the question for G-Star now. Yes.
I'm very calm. I'm passionate.
Would Drake May be considered among the best 5 quarterbacks this season?
That's a ridiculous question because he almost won the MVP. So clearly,
so yes. He was.
Yes, he almost won the MVP.
All right, so a follow-up question. Is Luka Doncic among the top 5 guards this season?
No. If he's
this season only, so we're talking about currently this season.
I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so. No. Drake May deserves it. Drake May deserves it. I don't think Luka deserves that.
No, Zidane, can you excuse yourself and let me do it?
All right, this man, you must get this man team now.
I don't think he deserves that. Drake May deserves it.
Preacher, get at it.
Yeah, I want to ask my question now, because I adequately answered yours.
Yeah, you did, which is, you proved my point.
In your conversation with Mr. Matthews, some time ago, you highlighted that Cade Cunningham is a top 5 quarterback. In fact, you said you rank Cade Cunningham ahead of Luka Doncic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm using the parameters that you just established in terms of body of work...
So you're going back to basketball?
No.
You're doing for NFL and Drake May now?
No, because
just for the record.
You have no comeback for that.
Yeah, because you said that Drake May is a top 5 QB. That's all I said.
How body of work
this season?
In terms of body of work, Cade Cunningham has been in the league for 4 years.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic, in his time in the league, has taken the Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Finals, led his team in scoring, rebounding, and assists.
Okay.
Currently leads the league in scoring, 8 rebounds a game, 8 assists per game.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting efficiency up there with
yeah, man, you don't forget into that. Let's ask you a question. We know what Luka's done and what he is.
Good. So how does Cade Cunningham make it into your top 5 in his position when he has no body of work that is comparable to Luka Doncic's body of work?
He didn't have a playoffs last season.
But are you going against your own criteria?
Hold on, Didn't he have playoffs last season?
Luka Doncic was in the playoff last season as well.
And how did he do in the playoffs last season?
He averaged 30.
Why are we no, but Preacher, why are we going back to last season when we're talking about this season?
Because we're not only... Hold on, I feel like I'm the dumb person.
He's saying he's not talking about... He's already
because
said...
how many times have I said the same thing?
Another argument may I say. So let me
but he's disagreeing with both, because I asked
what may I say?
No, hold on.
Listen to the... You can't be an MVP nominee in the same year
but him saying that
you can't make the top 5 in your own position.
No, but let's use Drake May for example.
No, we don't want to go back to Drake May because you just said if you're using this season alone, Luka not top 5. If you're losing 3 seasons overall, Luka not top 5.
Fine, but we're talking about the principle though. That is why I want to use that Drake May.
No, G-Star.
Yeah.
You said if you're talking this season only, Luka not top 5. If you're talking the last 3-4 years, Luka not top 5. G-Star, that is crazy.
If I'm talking the last, 3-4 years?
Just, you said both you don't have Luka top 5. You said you don't have him now?
I had him before, but not now. So 3, if you had asked me this question 4 years ago, you remember me and you had this discussion already.
Listen to the hypocrisy in what G-Star is saying on the radio, people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was a greater body of work overall?
He said he had Luka Doncic. Hold on. He said he had Luka Doncic in his top 5 before, but not now.
That's
ironically, this season, Luka leads the league. I mean, all scorers now, leads the league in scoring. Is top 5 among point guards in rebounding. Actually, he leads point guards in a.
He's the best rebounding guard.
There's lots of things that Luka does well. Luka's the second best passer in the league after Jokic. He's the best passing guard in the league. He's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. And when he drives to the basket, Luka, when he drives to the basket, he's actually the best finishing guard in the league.
So
Hold on. My question, because here's my question to you, preacher. Can you unsee what you've seen? No, you can't. Right?
What are you talking about?
So what did we see from Luka Doncic in the playoffs last season, especially when it came to defense?
He averaged 30 points per game.
Especially when it came to defense. What did we see?
He has never been a good defender.
Luka Doncic was traded by the Mavericks to the Lakers, played for the Lakers in less than half of a season, averaged 30 points per game in the playoffs for the Lakers, led them in scoring, right? Was the leading...
What kind of shape was he in?
So you're judging him based on shape?
Yeah, was he able to was he able to finish games in the fourth quarter? Was he able to finish games in the fourth quarter last season in the playoffs? No. It's preacher time. Was he able to finish games in the fourth quarter last season, preacher?
All right. So Cade Cunningham was in better condition than Luka last season. What was his statistical performance for the Detroit Pistons?
No, but we're talking about shape.
Hold on. We're talking about finishing game. No. Shape matters for a baller. It matters for a baller.
If you're not in terms of your output, who was producing
exactly,
more?
And what was he like in the fourth quarter in the playoffs last season against Minnesota? Yes.
Oh, you're talking about fourth quarter.
It matters. Hold on. If you can't Mr. Higgins, if you can't bring your team home in the fourth quarter, what is the sense bringing them to the fourth quarter?
Did Cade bring home his team in the fourth quarter?
Better than Luka in the playoffs.
Didn't he get bounced in the first round as well?
4-2.
I don't understand.
No, answer that question. No. Answer that question. Hey, hold on. Hey, by the way, preacher, hold on. Preacher. By the way, do you know that Luka's own coach basically called him out for not being in shape? And he says his team wasn't in championship shape. Hold on, no. Let me speak and then you speak.
Hold on, man. Phil Jackson and Kobe Bryant called out Shaquille O'Neal for not being in the best shape during a period when Shaquille O'Neal was the most dominant.
In the playoffs? In the playoffs or in regular season? In the playoffs or... Hold on, man. Hold on. Let's be truthful now, boss. Let's be truthful now. Hold on. Let's be truthful now. Let's be true.
Luka Doncic is the top scorer in the league right now. Lead all guards in.
I notice you're going around me, brother, and just a ramble. Answer my question, preacher. And answer that question about Shaq. Was it ever in the playoffs or was it regular season? I'm in the building. You can't do that now. I'm in the building.
We're coming. Hold on, gentlemen.
We're coming back.
That's the only star.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere. Here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts.
The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock. Are you interested in working in media? Well, this may very well be your chance. Omega Radio is seeking persons to fill the positions of receptionist, traffic coordinator, accountant, and sales executives. If you think you have the right attitude and the drive to be a part of this team, then WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356 or email us at omegaradio@theomegachurch.com.
Working at Teleton, yeah. Teleton, what's up, Pastor Lee?
The Teleton is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this?
Sunday, February 22nd to Sunday, March 15, with the Telethon reveal on Sunday, March 15 during Sunday service.
Become a financial partner with Omega Radio to help us stay on the air. This is a listener-supported gospel radio station winning the lost and the least for Jesus Christ, changing lives around the world, one person at a time.
If you are blessed by this radio ministry, please donate to keep the station on air for our local friends in Jamaica, NCB 361 400 372 or Jamaica National 200 267789 or write our headquarters for the Caribbean in Kingston, Jamaica, 17 Aining Road, Kingston 5, Jamaica.
If we have been a blessing to you, help us to be a blessing to others in Jesus Christ's name.
This is Wayne Manning
And Elizabeth Manning saying thank you in advance
for your generosity and your support to this station.
It's praise, worship, and the prophetic word this Sunday at the Omega Church, 11030 Wilds Road, Coral Springs, Florida. Starting time 11 a.m. Bring your burdens, lay them down, and receive the anointed word under the auspices of Archbishop W.J. Manning and Reverend Elizabeth Manning. This Sunday will not be the same. Brought to you by the Omega Church Broadcasting Network, 101.9 FM, WOIB. Call 954-773-4444 or 954-900-4310 for details.
You're listening to Radio Omega FM. Broadcasting live. Welcome, Radio Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so guess what? Preachers call and we want preacher and Jesus.
Yes.
Here's what. So me and you are
We
going
are going to stay out.
We don't want anybody to talk for more than 30 seconds. Just to keep the back and forth down.
All right, fair
so
enough.
we don't want nobody.
Fair enough.
Way to call it no. Monopolize the mic.
All right.
Preacher, you hearing?
Yeah, man, I respect that.
15, 20 seconds. Make your point. So you call it sharp shooting.
Yeah, man, G-Star can go ahead.
All right, G-Star.
All
yeah.
right. So
remember what the rules
Yeah,
are.
man, this is what I'm saying, preacher. You may want to discount shape, but I play basketball. I know what being in shape means, right? The fact that Luka Doncic wasn't in shape last season, his coach called him out, right? It means that he couldn't finish games down the stretch. Now, here's my question to you, preacher. How can you be a championship player if you're not in championship shape? Cheese on peace.
That's a question?
Yes. How can you be a championship player if you're not in championship shape?
All right, ladies and gentlemen in Radio Land, people living at a bus, taxi, in an office in the diaspora. Luka Doncic added value to the Lakers. He didn't take anything away from them. The Lakers were a poor basketball team based on their construct. When Luka Doncic joined after the AD trade, Luka Doncic actually helped the Lakers to position themselves in the playoffs, right? Luka Doncic had a wonderful playoff run in the short stint that the Lakers had. His shape issues are not new. Luka Doncic took the Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Finals, and in that final, albeit some issues with efficiency, he was the main scorer behind the bulk of scoring because Kyrie Irving was nowhere to be found. So Luka Doncic is a top 5, not just guard, top 5 player in the NBA already.
All right, yeah. So
All
something
right.
like it.
All right. So you just totally disregarded my shape question, right? But that was expected. No. You got a chance to speak. You had a chance to answer. You didn't answer. So it's my turn again. Okay? Defense. Now, everybody has heard me say offense is takes more of a precedence over defense. But at some point, your defensive propensity matters. Now, unlike Steph Curry, unlike Dirk Nowitzki, right, the best players on their team, you know what they had in common, preacher? They all gave championship effort. No! How can the top 5, this baller that you're talking about, Luka Doncic, right? What is his defensive effort like, and what is that in terms of leadership? Because Steph Curry shows leadership. Dirk Nowitzki showed leadership when he gave effort. We know that Dirk Nowitzki is not a good defender. We know that Steph Curry is not a good defender. But you know what they did? They tried. No, you know the difference between those and Luka Doncic? He does not try.
All right. Remember what we said. So we what? Your response.
Ladies and gentlemen, for Luka Doncic to drag the Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Final.
Kyrie was there.
Right?
Don't do that.
Hold on.
No, but he's lying.
No, but
He didn't drag them. Kyrie was there.
Remember,
for Luka Doncic to drag the Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Finals, leading the team in points scored and assists, and up there with some of his bigs like Gafford with the rebounding, it means that Luka Doncic is a force multiplier. G-Star makes reference to Luka's defense. This is the same G-Star who came on here and told us that more credence when you're analyzing NBA players, more credence must be given to the offensive side of the ball than the defensive side of the ball when you're evaluating how good a basketball player is.
All right.
Now, conveniently, he has forgotten that because he's trying to win an argument.
I just mentioned it. How could I forget something I just mentioned? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, go on. Man. We will give you 2 more 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Preacher will have 2 more, and then we'll allow each one of you to sum up
all
in
right.
1 minute.
All right.
30 seconds in a time on.
No, yeah, man, no problem. Go. No, people, I want you to listen to the call of the year. The call of the year just said, I conveniently missed out something that I'd literally just mentioned. Oh, that makes sense. No, let's talk about Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic has magnificent qualities. In terms of an offensive engine, Luka Doncic is one of the best offensive engines the game has ever seen. But at some point, we have to hold players accountable for what they do on the court. Kevin Durant is my favorite baller, but Kevin Durant does not play defense at a certain level. Luka Doncic, because of his defensive propensity and not playing defense, it hurts him and it hurts the team drastically.
30 seconds. Your response. You have 1 more 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the heights of garbage on the radio. Magic Johnson, one of the greatest point guards that have ever played in the NBA, was known for not being a good defensive player. Magic Johnson used to get help in playing in an era where they didn't do as much switching as they're doing now. The NBA today is a switching league. One-on-one and individual defense is not something that is necessarily prioritized like it was when Magic was playing the game. Therefore, Luka can benefit from great team defense, although he's not the greatest defensive player. Steph Curry was never a great defensive player. Steph Curry was always a defensive liability for the Golden State Warriors. What do we celebrate Steph Curry for? His long-range shooting and his efficiency on the offensive end. Nobody talks about Steph Curry as a great or good defender.
Your 30 seconds then, Preacher.
People, I mean, I don't mean to brag and boast, but this is why I'm better than all of these guys. No, the man is literally regurgitating my point. Steph, let me say it again for Preacher, and let me do it very slow. Steph Curry is not a great defender. Dirk Nowitzki is not a great defender. What do they have in common? They try on defense. They give effort. Why? Because they're the team's best player. Luka Doncic is the Lakers' best player. What does he do? He's a cone on defense. You know what that means? Turnstile? Do you know what that turnstile means, Preacher? It means you let your players go by. That's what it means. How can you win a championship when your best player is not a leader on defense, especially? He's not trying. Come on now.
Preacher, your 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds.
The Dallas Mavericks went to the finals with Luka as their best player.
Yes.
You know why they lost? They lost because they played against a better team, the Boston Celtics. And the Boston Celtics were prime. They had been to several NBA Eastern Conference finals, and they were ready. It was their turn. Luka Doncic, regardless of this flawed defensive thing that G-Star is coming with, Luka Doncic represents a force multiplier, a player who can create for others and a player who can get his own shot at an efficient and effective clip. Luka Doncic is a top 5 guard and a top 5 player in the NBA.
So much so that his team traded him, right? Why did his team trade him?
G-Star, you have 1 minute now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess a minute.
Yeah, you have a minute.
I never know that.
Line up your timer.
Yeah.
Because I want to give them the exact.
Right,
You never hear me say everybody.
Yeah.
The fear, you know. And it's that sometimes I tell them and them say, I'm about them kind of debate. Yeah.
All right, so keep going or?
No. Me have time. All right. So we are line up the timer. Preacher, you'll get your final minute as well, yeah? This is Sports Desk at its absolute best. You notice that.
And by the way, let me say what I'm saying now.
Go.
When I say I'm malice the show.
Hold on.
No, when I said I'm malice the show.
Lord of mercy, G-Star.
Start it over, man.
Yeah. Go.
All right. So, people, let's get back to this. At the end of the day, Luka Doncic, is he a great player? Absolutely. Right? Now, if Luka Doncic was to buckle down on defense, there would be a different discussion. Right? But I cannot ignore and I cannot unsee what I've seen. Now, Preacher brings up the NBA Finals in 2022. What was
that was actually 2024.
In the Boston Celtics Mavericks?
Yes.
2024, whatever it was.
Not so long ago.
Oh, I feel like it was 2023. Oh, that's right. So, Golden State won in 2022.
That's why you're off.
Yeah. So you're what now? They were going at Luka all day, and he was a weakling. They go at Steph Curry, But guess what Steph Curry does? Steph Curry still holds up. Luka Doncic never held up. He was a cone, bro. I'd say it again. He was a turnstile, bro. At the end of the day, bro, how are you going to win when your best player is not playing defense and not giving forth effort, not showing leadership?
1 minute.
All right. Rebut Preacher in a minute. We'll
He's
tell you
not
when
going to get a run.
God have his mercy, G-Star, man. You give me trouble.
Sorry.
Go, Preacher.
Preacher, go.
I hate to do these things to G-Star because I like him as a virtue.
You good?
Cade Cunningham is the player that G-Star said is a top 5 guard in the league. But Luka is not. Cade Cunningham, unlike Luka, has never led a team to an NBA Finals. Cade Cunningham, unlike Luka, has never led the league in scoring. Cade Cunningham, unlike Luka, is not in the top 5 in terms of assists per game. And unlike Luka, is not a very good rebounding guard. But yet, G-Star has Cade Cunningham in his top 5 as a guard. Does that make sense to you people? He makes reference to Luka's lack of effort on defense. Now, if Luka ever played any defense, not only would he be more than a top 5, he would be the greatest player of all time if we're following G-Star's reasoning.
Yes.
Because he says he's a great scorer, great creator, great everything. He's excellent at everything.
Offensive engine.
On the offense, imagine if Luka played some defense. He would be the GOAT of basketball.
All right, that is it.
That is it, Preacher.
All right, Preacher. Big up yourself.
I get in comments off my phone of all descriptions. I won't tell you what the comments are saying. I will leave it there. But the public decides. Let me say one more thing.
Yeah.
Whatever else you want to say about the sports desk, this is what we do. We discuss sports at a level where you're not going to get nowhere else.
Content.
We don't have to talk about abortion, our black history, our Trump, our how to look girls. That's not what we do. we stick to what we said we are best at in Jamaica. When the competition can't compete, the competition wants us now to start talking about how to look girl and black history and whether Black Month is the best.
If I'm going to discuss them, if I get a raise, man, as a move, because I didn't sign up for that.
If we are more intelligent talking sports, why wouldn't we be more intelligent in talking anything? So this is what we do. Preacher and G-Star, you would have contributed to one of the reasons why, without doubt, we are the most credible sporting program on Jamaica's radio. All time. Proud of you. The public will now decide. We'll take the break. We're coming.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere. Here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Need to speak with an officer from the National Land Agency's Land Titles Division? The NLA's QME Flex appointment system allows you to consult with an officer from the Land Titles Division online or over the phone from the comfort of your home or office. Book your appointment today at nla.gov.jm. For more information, call 876-750-5263. The National Land Agency. One agency, one goal to serve you better.
Love is a cornerstone of our existence. We live for its passion, for its pain, and even for the glory. Love is like a Guinness. 1 minute it's sweet, 1 minute it's sour. We're inviting all the singles and couples, married on all, to come and visit Pastor Elizabeth Manning and Bishop John Wayne Manning, hosts of the Real Talk Show that talks so much about love galore. February the 13th at 6:30 p.m. right here at 11030 Wiles Road, Coral Springs, Florida. There's going to be a gala you don't want to miss out. It's a red and white affair. I'm telling you, if you want to catch somebody this year, you need to come. If you are in a relationship and you're having trouble, I expect you and your lover to come. It's happening right here at Omega Church. Don't miss out on this. Go online at Omega Radio OmegaSports.co and OmegaChurchOnline.com and register. We also gonna have pay-per-view, but if you don't register, you're gonna be missing out. Give us a call for further information at 954-773-8377 or 876-204-9356. Love doesn't just happen by accident. Love comes by purpose. Love on Purpose 2026.
Family, this message comes personally from Bishop John Wayne Manning. If Omega Radio has ever prayed with you, encouraged you, or strengthened your faith, I want you to hear this. Omega Radio stays on the air because of partners like you. Right now, we're building a community of 100 monthly partners at $25, $50, or $100 a month. Your monthly seed helps us keep the signal strong and the gospel going forward every day. If this station has blessed you, this is your moment to respond. Join us today as a monthly partner.
Listening to Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega Radio. Omega Radio. Omega.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Disrespecting other callers and our callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yes, so people, don't let them run out of content because Orville Liggins and the dread thing not working. No longer work. Don't let them run out of content and trick you that they are now, that they can talk about anything. If you want to hear me discussing religion and Zidane discuss religion,
It'll be fire, man.
Really gonna lock up.
Yes.
If we can discuss sports, why wouldn't we be able to have an interesting discussion on anything? You want to talk politics and girls and Bible?
Not particularly.
You think I would sound any less interesting talking about politics in Jamaica?
I just wouldn't care.
No, that's not the thing.
I know.
You think I'm a pretty interesting guy on here talking sports?
Yeah, you're entertaining. Yeah.
I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
And people are going to call. Once Zidane there, people are going to call.
Times 2.
And once me there, people are going to call.
Yeah, times
then,
2.
And more people in Jamaica talk about politics than sports, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And religion and girls and household. What do you think would happen if we decide to make this program a variety for you?
Tell me no.
I
don't know. I don't know.
If sports has a niche,
yeah,
and we are already getting the audience to call us, we now run out of topic and have to run elsewhere. What do you think would happen if Zidane and I open the show and start talking politics?
But personally, I would probably listen less.
No, that's
we know. Because the sports gonna come to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me I say.
Generally, I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for me.
I can tell you. Any day we start talking about sports, any day we start talking less sports, we would have failed in our mission.
Yes.
You know, it was a great discussion down the sports desk when Colin Kaepernick had done the kneeling. I mean, I
No,
know, it was sports,
yeah,
but
I can
it was
I can
off
understand
sports.
those.
No, but I'm saying it was a great discussion.
Yeah.
I still remember it.
So, don't let the pub them trick you. When they can't find sports topic and then it's forced to deviate, they can't score points on me as a sports station.
All right, I hear you.
Good, sir. And another fool thing them do. Since them come at me this man. Them have a little thing where them call, what they call it? Fun-filled Friday.
Mm-hmm.
As if Fridays are supposed to be different. Because if I say Fridays are fun-filled something,
yeah,
I'm presupposing that this is not how we normally operate.
Yeah.
The same way Friday sound as some Monday sound. Wishy-washy, go on,
yeah.
Not very deep in the analysis.
Yeah.
So every day is fun-filled everything over there. Not serious, not analytical. Don't compete. The guy get a little following because him wear some ugly suit, make up him face, chat something. Stay in that lane there. Don't come over the lane when
I hear
see
you.
me.
But for the record, I mean, this is sports desk is always home still.
Yeah.
But you don't know I'm Switzerland, yeah?
No, man. Me just want a guy stay in them lane. Don't compete. 'Cause you won't compete in the intelligence thing. And that people know you about.
And big up yourself, preacher, because you did call the show.
Brilliant. Anyway.
Who else we have now? Oh, music.
Music. This one is from Garnet Silk. It's called Give I Strength.
Now let's give thanks and praise unto the Most High. Jah Rastafari, King of all kings, rule all things. And lift up my hands unto the hills, from whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Jah, who has made Zion and the earth. Oh gosh, give I strength, mighty Jah, Jah, give I strength to carry on. Give I strength, mighty Jah, Jah, give I strength, and no harder. Jah children are working harder, day and night, striving to survive, striving to survive. Listen, lots of things to take care of. You know the going is rough, oh Lord, and the food's not enough. Lord, Mikey, gotta fill a little gap. That's why I say, give I strength, mighty Jah, Jah, give I strength to carry on. Give I strength, mighty Jah, Jah, give I strength to carry on. Hear my voice, oh God, in my prayer. Hear my voice, preserve my life from fear of the enemies. Oh Lord, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of workers of iniquity. Oh, give I strength, mighty Jah, Jah, give I strength to carry on. Give I strength. Oh God, yeah, yeah. Give I strength. Our Father who art in Zion, hear us while we call on you. Without you, you know we are nothing. Oh Lord, you are our refuge. Yes, you are our King. Whoa, give I strength, mighty Jah, Jah, give I strength to carry on. Give I strength, mighty Jah, Jah, give I strength to carry on. Give I strength, give I strength. Jah my love, Jah my life, Jah me keep redeeming me. Now go me so when them make me cause on that you make me sing, you make me jump on my strength. Oh, give I strength. Oh gosh, give I strength. Give I strength. Give I strength. Give I strength. And lift up my hands unto the hills.
You heard Arsenal.
All right. We go back on. We go back. Hello. Hello.
My time.
Bull.
Big up, man. Them.
Yes.
I get a little feedback here. Alright, sound like it gone now. All is well?
Yeah.
Well, go on, big man.
Just want to say,
Bull himself.
Big up G-Star.
Up.
You know, say some conversation must stay out there, because I don't know, we don't have the knowledge per se or the expertise or something. But G-Star, your side of the argument just don't make sense.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
It just don't make sense.
All right, can I ask you a question? Because you watch NFL.
No, let him explain. Let him explain.
Yeah.
No, you're going to ask me about one person, and based on what I'm hearing about this one guy, that I do watch NFL,
Yeah.
he has been playing at an elite level,
Yes.
and maybe he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now.
Same thing.
At this particular time, at this particular season.
Okay.
So we'll bring it back to a sport that I watch
All right.
a lot of, football.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point in time on this planet that anyone that is considered in the top 5 of the Ballon d'Or is not the best, is not top 3 in their position.
Yeah.
That cannot happen.
You got 3, you got 5. Eh?
So top 5 Ballon d'Or but not top 3 at their position.
Not possible.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one then.
Let me tell you the way that can happen. If there's 5,000 in the are 3-4 months in the Ballon d'Or are often that sound. Can't happen, damn G-Star.
But here's the thing, though, Bull. You say you can't.
Listen to,
No, I heard you in football, you know.
For NFL, and I'm saying for this season, for example, if you ask who are the best players in the Premier League, right? For this season, there may be a little man who play some real good ball.
Mm-hmm.
You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes. So you have to come back next season.
You might have one season where we know Odegaard better than some little man that see a play attacking midfield. But them man just look better than Odegaard right now.
Odegaard would have to come back.
No way.
Odegaard would have to come back and prove himself next season as well, you know.
As well. You get
for some players, it doesn't automatically mean because you're generally a top 5 player, it means that you're always going to be a top 5 player.
No, man, we know lists are fluid.
There you go. So if I prove myself this season.
It doesn't make logical sense to me, G-Star.
Yeah.
It can't make sense.
No, but you're saying it doesn't make...
top 2.
No, but hold on, no. But hold on a second. You're saying it doesn't make logical sense, right? But we're not just talking about this season. If you understand what I'm saying.
No, but...
Because a top...
Unless the argument has changed.
But if you
I heard it the first time,
yeah.
This season.
All right, so Bull.
Which is why
all right, Bull. Let's just think about this logically, right? The guy Drake May, he almost won the MVP.
But I realize that you're trying to drift away from Luka.
No, but hold on, man.
No, I don't know why. I wouldn't want you to drift away.
No,
from
I know
Luka,
that, but we're talking
because you're saying Luka is not top 5 even this season.
Yeah, but it's a principle we're talking about.
No, I'm talking about Luka. I want you to explain why Luka Doncic, based on this season, is not top 5.
At a different time.
Why
is
is
Brunson?
Brunson is not a great. You're saying greater credit is supposed to be placed on offense. You're admitting that Luka is by far the best offensive guard.
I never said that. I said he's a great offensive engine. I never said he's by far the best offensive.
So I'm saying, is it close? Offensive is close between himself and Brunson offensively.
Yeah. But hold on, let me just finish now, boy, please. As Harvey will say, you'll get your time back. I'm host now. I have that privilege. Yeah. So, Bull, what I'm saying is this, right? If a person almost wins the MVP, it would only be logical to say he had one of the better QB seasons this season, right? Isn't that obvious already? I don't have to say that. But when we're talking about who is the best top 5 guard, we're not saying who's the best top 5 guard right now based on what. That is the key now. Based on what?
The argument, all I'm saying is unless the argument has changed, it was right now. But enough of that.
All right, big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Boy, I had to sit down on the bench. Big up Victor, and I saw Victor for the first time yesterday. You know? So big up Victor. Mm-hmm. I had to sit down on the bench and watch my side get mauled in the second half, my boss.
So the first half ended 0-0?
0-0.
Whoa.
Same like how the game against Mobe, I think, we 0-0, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
Portmore 0-0. These are games that we lost by big figures, you know. So, Mobe 0-0, we end up losing, I think it was 5. Portmore 0-0, we end up losing 4. Cavaliers 0-0, end up losing 5. Racing, we were leading the Racing 1-0, end up losing 3-1.
But let me ask you a question. How many games they played in Tier 2? No, it's a serious question. I don't think it's enough, you know, because that Tier 2 league too short for you to prepare a team to come to the JPL, my boss. It's too short.
Continue.
Yeah, hold on. We'll give you a minute after the break. We're coming.
Okay.
Atmosphere here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Are you in need of an immigration attorney? Hinkson Immigration Law is here for you. Located at 261 North University Drive, Suite 500 in Plantation, Florida. Attorney Jamal O. Hinkson is here to assist you with all your immigration needs. He has been an attorney for over 9 years and is a proud member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Hinkson Immigration Law offers assistance with family-based filings, visa extension, interview preparation, deportation defense, citizenship, and more. At Hinkson Immigration Law, Their clients' needs always come first. For more information, give them a call today at 786 309 7038 to schedule your consultation. Hinkson Immigration Law Firm is ready to help you with all your immigration needs. Hinkson Immigration Law is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
England Test captain Ben Stokes says he had successful surgery on a broken cheek he sustained when hit by a ball while coaching Durham's academy. Stokes, 34, was injured last week as he worked with youngsters at his county. It is understood that he was struck by a ball hit by a batter as he stood beside the nets. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hey people, you see, if you should somehow put a hidden camera or a hidden microphone in between the breaks, the discussion in between breaks sometimes better than the discussion on here.
True, man.
You get me?
Yeah, Bull.
Bull, we're back with you.
So, Zidane, a very important question.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In Tier 2 is into two different leagues. 8 teams in each league, in each group. You play each team twice over now. So you're looking at, say, 40 games, and then we'll check out the knockout and the finals. You'll probably reach to about, say, 18 games, 19 games at best.
Over.
If you're coming from St. Catherine,
coming
from St. Catherine, you'll have played in the Major League, which is 11 games in the interzone round, and you come to the knockout round. If you go straight to the semi-final, you'll only play a maximum of, say, 11 plus 3, that's 14. You go to the quarterfinal round. Before you get to the semi-final, you're playing 16 games. So within 2 years, you could play, and the amount of ball you have to play in the Premier League, which is 39 games. Within 2 years, your team would have played 39 games in 2 years, having to go play now 39 games in one full season. Coming up is difficult.
Yeah, man.
Coming up is extremely difficult, and one of the things that makes it even more difficult is that, for example, in Old Harbour, you have to plan to get to the league. I mean, you have to plan from Major League. One of the big things you have to plan is the infrastructure. See that.
Mm-hmm.
Games you can't Premier League games at your home venue without certain things being there.
Yes.
Certain things, if you're just playing some ball in Major League, you're probably not even thinking about, like stands and perimeter fencing and changing room for referees and teams and all of those requirements. When you do now get to the Premier League, you need all of these. If you don't have all of these, you can't play at home. Can't play at home, you not get no money in terms of the gate receipt. Much.
You're not going to really have a home advantage either.
You really don't have a home advantage. So, for example, now, and of course, when we were joining both teams, we knew full of our understanding of how it goes in Transformation Police and Old Harbour. But I put it to you that if any Premier League game was played at Sawyer Field in Old Harbour, that game would be rammed every Sunday. I can guarantee you that.
I want to ask you a question. Is your team, me or say higher, Woolry Wolf?
He's playing.
Woolry Wolf is playing.
At 45 years old?
That's a testament to the player, not a testament to the club or the league. We need to show that, this man ended his career prematurely.
No. Woolry Wolf at 45 too?
44. He has 2 games so far. You can go back and watch the last game.
And him look good. No. Remember what me I said?
Him no look out of place.
Him no look out of place.
Him don't look out of place.
Now that is either desperation pan Funo part or Woolry Wolf.
Or the fact that, all right, so you say desperation.
No. Listen, I'm saying it could. Lord Jesus Christ. Bull, remember the bride something with the pan over your side.
Yeah.
And a girl where look there a bash and
hear this man.
Tell you. I'm saying the fact that Woolry Wolf can give him a deal for come at 44 years to complete for Spanish Town Police means one of two things. Either on very, very desperate or Woolry Wolf at 44 needs to be studied.
Probably needs to be studied.
Well, maybe at that, so you not forget defensive.
We don't. When we look at Woolry Wolf playing, we don't see a 44-year-old.
Then maybe he needs to be studied.
So we see a footballer who is just capable of. I remember now, Woolry Wolf has been around the Premier League. He was a coach at Mullines.
The man tell me about Woolry Wolf, brother. We watch Premier League, we know who Woolry Wolf is. It's just that I've never heard.
So I'm just.
When was the last time he played? When was the last time he played Premier League?
For Lion, probably before COVID or during COVID.
So all I'm saying is that I've never in my time. I'm watch Premier League a lot. Probably not quite
Come
like
take Woolry Wolf Monday.
Lord Jesus, maybe Woolry Wolf need to be studied. You know, I forget. Remember 2 things me say now. For you to sign a 44-year-old.
If you have to make an assumption, which one we sign?
Don't let it not be said, sir. If you had to draft a 44-year-old man, who not play the league, how much you know?
I'm saying, you have 2 theories.
Yes.
Just come watch.
And then we know whether it is on a desperate or Woolry Wolf studied.
Just come watch.
Which part?
Did he play yesterday?
The legends basically career.
You part of the management team.
I'm the general manager of the club, but the youth.
Okay. All right. So if Woolry Wolf, your stars open. If Woolry Wolf don't come on. The reverse is true.
In this whole thing, we have acquired 2 former U17 players. One, Malik Robinson, who played the last 2 games. So far, Malik Robinson, being on the football field, has not conceded a goal. So he played the whole game against Dunbowling, clean sheet. Played the first half against Cavaliers, clean sheet. Nobody said anything about that. That's a Jamaica U17 underrepresented in that.
No, man.
Next one.
Don't get defensive, Bull. Don't get defensive. I'm saying.
No, I'm not getting defensive. I'm just giving the facts. I am saying we currently have youngsters playing in the team. And nobody speaks about this.
But big man, you're getting defensive.
Maybe because youngsters playing is
more than a
45.
So
that wasn't playing.
No, what you think? Hold on. Naturally pressure me.
You think it's normal? You think it's normal for Jamaica Premier League at 14 in the league to have Jamaica youth representative?
It's more likely.
The Cavaliers probably do that.
Yeah, it's more likely for that to happen. Everything me better than Woolry.
No, I know Woolry was pretty decent, but boy at 45, boy.
The only thing I'm going to say is that is it anything free kick on them thing? We guarantee the mesh.
No, but that's a ball and him still have the technique.
He play whole games. How many minutes had him get 92 games and play?
Combined probably about 30.
Okay. All right.
He's not a starter.
All right. Big up yourself, Bull.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself.
Yeah, man.
Up, Bull.
Bull not going to That's a desperate act.
Yeah, man. Desperate.
Me don't want to say it in Indian.
Desperation. Desperation.
But you draw back for Wolves. Wolves there, and 45.
Yeah,
but then you can understand desperation. Them desperate times calls for very desperate measures. You know? And it's a desperate measure. Okay. But Bull, me don't want to say it while you're on, but that desperation is where you are right now. Drowning man who catch on to let's try. The proper try right now. But Bull is a baller rate and is a youth.
Yeah, man, he was a Jamaican.
Was that decent?
We'll go back online.
What I think could have drafted? Hey, hello. Walter Boy still playing? Hello? Diego?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Good day, gentlemen.
Yes.
In about a fifth of the time allotted to Bull a while ago, although he was a great contributor. And yes, Abel, to manage to forward yourself or separate yourself from other programs, you just need to, do some good management to the length of the course, because that was one of their pitfalls. Okay. Is G-Star still in studio?
Yes,
indeed.
Good day, Mr. G-Star.
Pick up yourself, St. J.
I must say, you're in my favorite book, you know, of the billions of people on earth. I think over 7 billion or so. Yeah, man, you're among some people.
Well, it's not sure.
You're perceptive, quite sharp, you know, a lot of things which I know these start pick up where most of the people they fly over. But yes, I like the country. One that Pakistanis don't play IPL. This time we said there have been 8 Pakistanis.
No. That was Chateau.
That was Dwight Chateau.
But what I will say though is in Jago, you have one of the best lines in this. But calling from the banks of the Rio Cobra.
Oh yeah, a Cobra.
Right. Yeah. The Western.
Yeah, man, classic line.
The Western Bank. You know it flow north to south, so we're on the Western Bank. It was G-Star who like any given Sunday, G-Star before any given Sunday, who would tell us that we need to tell what numeration we're dealing with. You know, whether it's kilometers or miles, whether it's if we're talking about NFL offense, whether it's yardage or points, you know.
Yeah, offensive yards.
All of that. Yes. I hear the music there.
Nervous. St. Diego will continue after.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere, here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
We're going to reconstruct areas that were damaged, but we're going to do it with a forward thinking. We're going to seek to include new businesses and new infrastructure, including new towns, new roads, new schools, new hospitals. We have to build them with the next hurricane, the next shock in mind. We have to build them with resilience.
The preceding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Need property sales data for Jamaica? Use the National Land Agency's Jamaica Property Sales Data JAMPROP application to assist you with information regarding the transfer of registered titles, registered mortgages, as well as sale prices of properties. To register for JAMPROP, all you need is internet access. For more information, contact the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 or visit nla.gov.jm. The National Land Agency. One agency, one goal to serve you better.
Need to ship across the globe? From Fort Lauderdale to the Caribbean, Canada, or anywhere in the world, Cheney Bro Worldwide Moving has you covered. Fully licensed, insured, and trusted for residential, commercial, and international moves, we make shipping stress-free. Enjoy tailor-made solutions for every shipment, fragile or bulky, and stay in control with our cutting-edge tracking system. Plus, friendly expert support to handle customs, paperwork, and any questions along the way. Ready for a smooth ship and move experience? Call 888-344-8895 now for your free estimate. Cheney Bro Worldwide Moving, connecting you to the world.
CBW Shipping is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
Are you in or around Manchester or passing through? Then Yardman gas stations are must stop. Located in Hatfield, Manchester, we have good quality fuel at great prices. Yardman gas station, the fuel stop for everybody. Call 876-523-3281 for all your fuel needs. Yardman gas station is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio. Located in Hatfield, Manchester, we have good quality fuel at great prices. Yardman gas station, the fuel stop for everybody. Call 876-523-3281 for all your fuel needs. Yardman gas station.
Omega Radio. Broadcasting live. Omega. Radio Omega. Radio Omega.
You're listening to Sports Calling Show, the Sports Desk.
All right. So we back with you, St. Diego.
Yes, and Mr. D-Star, fairness, truth, justice, equity are tenets that keep like a radio show worthwhile, make it long-lasting, you know? Upright, lasting. And I must commend again Mr. G-Star for, and without detailing the actual instance, but once upon a time, G-Star was the man who pointed out an instance of injustice meted out to caller. So
I know what you're talking about, St. Jago.
Maybe G-Star might know what
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. Good, all right, that's good enough for me.
All right.
Arvil.
Yes, sir.
Okay, average, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we say average, we normally refer to mean, you know?
I know.
Okay, but actually there are other averages, you know, like median and more to average too, but, you know, we normally use average to say mean. Okay, now if you talk about, there are measures of central tendency. So if you ask a man, what is the most likely score for Lara? Zidane is correct when Zidane says we must employ all of the measures when we are dealing with things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We mustn't just stick to average, which is why we mustn't just stick to runs per innings, nor stick to average, because we know that the knockout skew the average. So Zidane is correct in saying, employ all of the measures. Now, I'd just like to touch in 30 seconds and more than median. More than the most frequent score the man make, you know? We call it modal score.
Mm-hmm.
And for Lara, I would suspect Lara make somewhere in the 30 to 40 more than any other score, you know?
That is the point I was making.
Right. So that is the modal. So you could use mode. You could use median is when you line up all of the number them.
Yeah, man. Yes, if I used to that, St. Diego, that when Lara walk out of the pavilion, he's more likely to make 30 to 40 than he's to make 52.
Yes.
That is all. Yes, once that is established.
And that is the modal score.
Whatever you want, mean and more than and all of them.
Median and the middle.
This is not a mathematical statistics class. This is just cricket we are taught.
Yeah.
Good.
That's an interesting point, St. Diego, that you brought up the different types of averages.
Excellent.
Yes. In fact, there are
three types.
As we said, we normally just call mean average.
Correct.
But, that is our really average too.
Correct.
And I must say, respect to young Javon Keys out of Sagicor.
Yeah.
So we drop off a head, drop on shoulder. Because, Javon was a TVJ.
Yeah.
And it's a great miss that, and he's doing such great work as a Jago youth for Sigma and building up schools in Western Jamaica. Well, Western and,
We like what Sagicor is doing. They always give back, Whenever they do the Sigma thing.
Yes, man. Steve used to work with, that's my brother, Steven, used to work with Sagicor one time. That's in the early days of the founder there. The name slipped me. Everybody knew who founded the LOJ. It was LOJ before Sagicor, Yeah. Dennis Lelo, that's the name. But yes, big up G-Star, man.
All right.
Yeah, one of my youth.
Yeah, man. And I'm rate you as well. So the feeling is mutual.
Yeah, man. It definitely reciprocated.
Yeah, man.
Reciprocated.
Big up yourself, St. Diego.
I realized that the Keys virgin was it?
Yeah, man. It was him.
Never realized.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
go
ready
back.
again, yeah.
Hello?
All right, make me squeeze some text now, Mr. B. Make we hear what kind of cussing me I get. Or G-Star I get.
A G-Star again.
Of course, it's G-Star going to get the cuss. You know that go already.
Hold on.
You go against Preacher, the crowd favorite.
Yeah. All right.
Your brother low Preacher.
It's you was
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
all right. You was great with Garvey box office Chateau, and then you mess it up comparing your show with others. Let us be the judge. Hey, you know, can't stay there. It's not like sports figure is separate and apart from everyday life. I'm not sure what this person is saying. It sounds like you all are triple teaming G-Star. I don't support his arguments, but leave him to the fate of the God.
Yeah, we try to stay time today.
Play a referee and mark the scorecard. This is shipping board.
Big up SP.
Eh?
No, I said big up SP.
No, me agree with him. But in the end, we decided.
No, and I didn't think y'all were bad today. Or partial.
Yeah, because we never really call you down still, you know.
Yeah, we basically allow you to make a point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll work the point and said, you take 30 and Preacher take 30. And shipping port still not give me that props there, you know. Why shipping port, you know, easy, you know.
Well, let me ask you a question, Orville.
Yeah, well, let
me ask G-Star, because he watches it a lot like myself.
Yeah.
Have you ever turned on your ESPN TV and go to First Take and hear them discussing anything outside of
sports?
Sports?
I can't remember.
No.
Can't remember, though. But that's why we turn it on. Because when LeBron James scored 40, I know when I turn on my TV to listen to Stephen A. Smith, he will be breaking down LeBron James' performance.
No, but let me tell you what happened. Remember that certain show used to have co-hosts. The co-hosts used to be the ones that brought content. This Bridgman brought personality. You can't take that from him.
Yeah, brilliant.
You talk about someone, me tell you, said, we have been employed at the same time. Flow employed. I was in at the booth with an earphone and discussing football. The Bridgman had a mic vibes in the crowd. I feel him think that his problem is that he wants to come in my lane.
Yeah.
The man make a name for himself on the TV and drive both the vehicle to make up the little cartoon behavior on the TV. Brethren, nobody can do that like you. Orville Higgins has made a name to come to radio with intellect and brightness. The problem with the Brethren is that he want to be me as well as himself. Me not try to be you, brother. Don't come in at the bright lane. That's all me I said to the man, you know. But the man can't compete with me the bright lane in cost me. Although he follows everything I do. Just do your thing, man. You already have a following.
Yeah.
With your funny suit and your funny facial expression. But he got a talk show and he came at me. He said, make me rub out who me think the top man is. And that's why I couldn't deal with that man after that. You know? And now he wants to be like me, who make a name for intelligent discussion. Saw Zidane for the first time, as I think I said, that brother you need for the pan radio. See? And he has no help to raise the thing, because Zidane keep me sharp. Sometimes I think he come at me too hard.
Hey, but
for the most part,
no.
he keep me sharp.
If I'm on B now, he kind of expanded his brand then. So that's not you, because you're sports, and then he would have expanded his brand.
Don't say you're still competing with me.
Okay.
That's all more you do. Me's a vegetarian, you say you're a vegetarian too. You find out say you have to start cook pork and steel.
All round shop.
Just tell yourself say it's an all-time cook shop and load the authentic.
Yeah, because if I'm a vegetarian shop, I'm a vegetarian shop.
Yeah, I don't want me to compete with you and sell pork and try.
Don't come sell pork and
then say you're better than me.
Because I sell pork. I'm not selling any pork.
I have a problem with those people. Me no longer is a sports show. Me turn all varieties. Allow them man up so are the most authentic sports show in the country. Don't compete with me when all of a sudden you do all kind of other things. We don't have to, you do. Good, sir. Next car.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Mount Salem.
Where you sitting?
Lord Jesus, I sure I've done my side. Let me get.
All right, see you 5 minutes. Uninterrupted.
Mount Bramble.
Mount Bramble,
yeah. See, G-Star, you know, so me not call them hours there, you know, G-Star. So for you in the studio, me have to call, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, some of my hours them, but before me say anything to you, G-Star.
Chateau.
Me have to say something to Dwight Chateau first.
Of course.
Dwight, me done with this, you know. Dwight Chateau win the argument, you know. Zidane, you know my position on the runs per innings and the knock out already, Zidane. And my position now go change. Me say, Do I chat to try something? Mr. Higgins them a fall for it. I hope Harris no fall for it.
Which is
what me interested in now, the man said after me unsign, we're going to hear who in the room. And that me interested in now.
I just like for 3 weeks.
No more discussion with him. Me not talk no cricket with him. Because the T20 World Cup are going and all kind of things and he might deflect.
Yes, sir.
You understand? So we're done with this. You win that part with me, G-Star.
You mean
Is
Chateau?
Shashin in the room with Brian? That we want.
Yeah, that me want you know. So that's the only thing me interested in now. No, you G-Star. Right? You see me G-Star, me like me understand what a person say, you know. So me there beat up a oral program this morning. No, you can't defend yourself. Tell me exactly your point.
My point is that Drake May is a top 5. Sorry, Drake May almost won the MVP.
Hold on. Lisa, before you say that, you see Mount Salem.
Hold on, 2 minutes.
Like argue premise. You know, hold on. What I'm saying is,
this is gonna be
me like argue premise. So tell me the premise of your argument.
Not the example.
Okay. So the premise is, it is possible. We have seen it that a player can be top 3 in MVP voting and not be a top 5 player at his position. That is the premise.
Voting. So, top 3 best. Because anybody can vote this and that.
No, but that's the argument. But that is the argument, you know. Can a person be top 3 in MVP voting and not be a top 5 position?
I think voting G-Star is up to what people see.
But that's what I'm trying to tell the co-host here.
That should be your argument from day one.
I did say that.
No, hold on. You know what your argument should be? That who name Luka Doncic is unfairly among the nominees.
Yeah, but this will be the first time in history, though.
That's your fair argument, you know?
No, he would have to pick out others because this will be the first time in history.
That doesn't happen too
often.
often.
Yeah, but even for the first time, Zidane.
No, but I'm saying...
But
what I'm saying, Monsignor, it's not true. He is indeed a top 5 player this season.
Yes, if
in your opinion.
If you're not arguing that, then your argument flawed.
No,
your argument should be Luka Doncic was unfairly.
I think players are higher than him, of course.
At that your officer.
Of course.
Who are these players?
Sorry, Mount Salem. My apologies. Go ahead.
Can you name any such player?
What, right now?
Yes.
Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. I believe Anthony Edwards right now should be even higher on the MVP.
Where do you rank Luka Doncic in the league itself as a player?
That's a good question, but I don't know right now.
No, give me a number. Top how much?
Outside of probably top 10. Probably outside of the top 10.
Luka Doncic is not among the 10 best players in the league.
No, but that is just me just saying this now, you know. I don't know. But what I do know, people listening, he's not a top 5 guard. Say again? No, man, say what you say. No, man, say what you say.
That. Big up yourself, Mount Salem. Big up. That's another interesting one. Luka not even top 10 overall. All right, that is it for the show. Big up to all listeners, big up to all the callers, big up the preacher who had a lengthy time on air with G-Star. Big up to G-Star for stopping by. You see, people, you're a big name brand caller, you can't stop by. All right, join us tomorrow. G-Star, you can come back tomorrow.
I know malice. You hear the man them say malice the show?
Then draw me
don't believe them. Don't believe them.
Me try out if you come today. Say word.
I'll feel just passing by.
All right, join us tomorrow. Same place, same time, all over again. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m. You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
It's the #1 radio in the atmosphere. Here, there, and everywhere. Omega Radio.
Visit Elanda, Jamaica to access land-related information anytime, anywhere in the world. The time by the NLA is
4 o'clock. Are you interested in working in media? Well, this may very well be your chance. Omega Radio is seeking persons to fill the positions of receptionist, traffic coordinator, accountant, and sales executives. If you think